Yeah, I'm Black Yak. It's time to start. Bunny hopping must become a federal offense.
Stay great, otherwise I will come through your fucking window and make sure you don't wake up. Okay, bye.
I've never seen myself represented. This is awesome because I've never seen myself.
Nigga, what is nigga at? Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into another episode of New Black Street. I have no idea where Kate is at. It's actually pretty awkward. What's going on though? It's Friday. What is it? October 3rd? Yep, we're in the month of October. I mean, it's scary shit going on, ladies and gentlemen, and I am here by myself, which I didn't anticipate. So, also I want to I forgot to put it in the intro, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there.
And Atreus, in all his infinite wisdom, said, some of y'all need to be grateful because if you're
I didn't say it like that. I didn't say it like that. What I said was, I'm not telling you to be grateful, but your ass could be in fucking Africa right now playing PlayStation, Mud Station 5 instead of PlayStation 5 here in the fucking AC. If it wasn't for fucking slavery.
Go ahead, Barry. You know you want to. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let it out. Let it out, bro. Let it out. It's okay. It's okay. Look, she can't even open her eyes.
This is going in the intro. I shit you not. This is going in the intro.
She can't even open her. If she opens her eyes, she's done.
Hey, remember that? Yeah. So if you missed last week's episode, I don't know what to tell you, but we had a good old time. Anyway, so we're gonna do a quick little roll call really quick while I stall for time, trying to figure out where the fuck Kate at. So yeah, let's do this roll call, and then we got a guest in the back that we want to bring forth. So first of all, I see UF Omega is in the building. All right, Schizosaurus is in the building. Sandro is here. What's going on? Frostfang is in the building. See, this nigga's in the chat, but he's not here. Cyborg 47. First time seeing that name in the chat. What's going on? All right. Lori is in the chat. How you doing, Lori? Actual free expression warrior. Okay, shouts out to you. That's a new name. Cryptid Manga is in the building. Person is here. DeAndre Brown is here. The Girthy Banana is here. Cal G. Peepers. That's a crazy name. Aruchi is in the building. Horror with Naz is here. Okai Fern is back. It's been a minute since I've seen Okai Fern in here. Hani is here. Smokey Juan Kenobi is here. What's up to my boy? Johnny Guillotine. How you doing? Jay's Right Toe. That's also a new name. Joel Jimenez is in the building. Shouts out to you. Richard Dower is here. What's going on, Richard? Dino Gojira. What's up, my boy? Who else we got here? Let me make sure. That's a new name. Trikel is here. What's up, Trikel? Ashton Tyler is here. Make sure you're missing nobody. Cozy Goober. It's actually new. I haven't. Jimmy Nature. What's going on, Jimmy Nature? The primal one is here. Sewell is in the building, of course. Good to see you, Sewell. doing good out here. The Gaming Zone is in here. Okay. What's going on?
Good job, Daddy, not going on that incel show. I'm going to buy you that Switch too now.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? Sorry, man. I had to
Ultra the Gunner is here.
No, we're not taking people off of stages today. Okay? I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I
Shout
didn't
out
make
to
it.
Deadeye's Lock. The second part of that name is crazy. What is Lock?
Shout out to Rumble, man. That's one of our Rumble homies. Shout out to Rumble.
Sadie's Gaming. What's up? What's up? Roman 5 is in the building. Okay. The Bluff is in here. Lord Decon. Shouts out to you, Lord Decon. It's been a minute since I've seen you.
Another Rumble supporter. Shout out to Rumble. Hell
Debbie.
yeah.
What's going on, Debbie? Bill S. Preston. My boy Nagaris Snape is in the building. Lil Tony. Oh, I'm sorry. Lil Toonie. I actually like that name. Ryuga Samurai.
Lil Toonie.
Mm-hmm. Shouts out to you.
Name.
Robbie Roud. Robbie Rob. I'm sorry. Fucking that up. How the hell does I do that? Who else? Let me say missing nobody. And I think, oh, nope. Hell the Lore is here.
Hell the Lore is in the building. What is good?
Shout out to the goddamn roll claw. Roll claw.
Roll claw. That roll claw.
We got a gift in the back. Okay.
Yes. Actually in the back this time, and it in the context matters that she's in the back. She's chilling in the back room. All right. She's coming on the stage. I know some people have wanted her back, the OGs. She was on our stream a long time ago. It's been a little minute. But we bringing her back. Everybody say what's up to Nadia, aka Horror with Nods. Hello.
I want to set the record straight. I am not a gilf. I'm not a grandmother. I just want to set the record straight. I'm not that old, just because of gray hair. What's up, guys? Thank you for having me.
How's it going, Nadia? So, Nadia, it's been a minute since you've been here. So go ahead and tell the chat who you are and what you do.
I also run a YouTube channel, all based around horror. So I do horror media, books, TV, movies, games. It's called Horror with Nads over there, and I have live streams. Just a good time, hang out with people. So, yeah.
Yes, she will be in it. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and put that in the description. I'll be forgetting to do that. So yes.
So I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here because I get to present you. Okay, with New Black Street, second honorary Golden Banana Award. Shout out to you.
Holy cow! First of all, what did you do to my face? What was that?
I didn't do that. You better blame ChatGPT. But the Golden Banana Award has been presented to Nadia for her excellence in following, actually liking horror movies, unlike this scrub over here. And so W's in the chat for Nadia and the Golden Banana Award. All right,
so bro, we ain't never getting sponsored, bro.
Thank you.
We ain't never getting sponsored.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all.
I mean, I don't know how to say this.
She was waiting on the monkey to finish. The fucking monkey goes on forever.
Also in the chat, I am not white. Even though I look it, I'm a daywalker. So what? I'm a daywalker. Hell chameleon. Desert rat. What do you want? Dune Coon. What do you want to call me?
Hold on. Where is it? Because that is beyond I can't find it, Kate. I'm sorry.
Where is it?
There you go.
Natural brown.
Damn.
Yeah, she's one of those people that like to blow up buildings. All right, if y'all didn't know, she's one of those.
I'm sorry, I can pass. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a little whitewashed. It's okay.
don't know why your cam keeps like stopping too.
She probably has a little bit of internet issues. I don't know.
Yeah, see, look. Y'all see that? It just froze up. I was trying to get the screenshot. I'll get it next time. How was she not a gilf? Well, she would have to be a grandma for that. This is gray hair. Y'all.
Oh, Granny ought to like to fuck. Oh, I get it.
I'm not nowhere even near that age. Retirement. I wish. That'd be nice.
Don't we all? Well, not really. I kind of like being young and spry and not shitting myself. So I don't think, I take that back. No, I don't wish that I was retirement age. But y'all already know what it is. It's Friday. It's New Black Street. We're here. We're not queer. Well, maybe some of us. Maybe some of us in the chat are a little bit homosexual. But we're not one of them. We're going to have a great show as always. As y'all can tell, I literally just woke up like 30 minutes ago-ish. And because I took a little nap. And yeah, so we're going to get it going. Damn, bro. That's a fat ass nigga, dude. Sorry.
So I ain't going to lie to y'all, man. I almost canceled on y'all today. Because I was locked in. I was locked in on Stellar Blade. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to come off the game. And then I looked up and looked at the time, and I was like, oh, damn, I got to do a damn show. You know what I'm saying? I just got to the Great Desert. I just beat the little stalker and then turned on the fucking solar tower. I'm locked in. I'm unlocking all the new moves and shit, hitting combos and shit. The shit is lit. You know what I'm saying? I'm 50 hours into the game. I don't even think I'm halfway through it. So
you niggas about 6 months late, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. You get to the games when you get to them.
It's a lot of shit out here to play. I don't want to hear that.
Is there, though? Is there a lot of stuff to play?
Shit, nigga, my backlog is full.
Of good games?
Get the fuck out of here. Man, get the fuck out. You're reaching. There was nothing gay about that.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. He said y'all heard it. Y'all heard what he said. I don't know. Y'all, you see the chat? Everybody's thinking the same thing I was thinking.
I want to take this opportunity to just signal how much the Blackstreet Mafia has grown. You know what I'm saying? We only 23 minutes into the stream. It's already 140 monkeys in this goddamn chat, man. Give yourselves a fucking round of applause, man. And I made a promise. I did not forget this promise. Right? I said, when we start getting to a point where we can have 120 niggas on average in the chat, I said we're going to start letting the Monday night hosts participate in the cosplay queens. Didn't I make that promise? See, this nigga don't remember. Unfortunately, we ain't got no Monday night host. So and that's y'all fault because we've been trying to replace Lumi and
I didn't even tell you. I just talked to somebody today, like a little over an hour ago. Everybody knows who she is too. It's gonna be great.
So did I, sort of, but not as a permanent. You feel me?
Yeah, not as a permanent, not yet. We haven't found anybody who's.
Oh, okay. So
wants to hang with the boys,
Yeah, I think I told you that date. I hope I told you that date. Hopefully, we didn't schedule two different people for the same date.
You ain't. If you're talking about the other one, then no, I don't know what you're talking about. Look at Nadia. She's like, what are these dudes talking about? I don't know what going on.
So let's go ahead and get into these super chats, man, because we got a lot to talk about today. Holy, we got a lot to talk about. Shout out to the. Oh, wait. Let me not disrespect the chat. My bad.
Donations. Gifts.
Shout out Dr. Umar. Hey.
Girthy Banana says, just a friendly reminder, this banana jerking, chicken gawking, Kool-Aid snorting show is not getting monetized. So like and subscribe, niggas.
Wait. Can we read
that last word is spelled differently. You got to say it differently.
Can we read that one more time? But Nadia, can you read it?
No, I'm not reading that. No, I'm not letting you put that shit. No, no.
Shout out to Eric Jenkins. What the fuck? That's crazy, dude.
Even when y'all got white people on, y'all still late. First of all,
she's not white.
So she's like She's like Pedro Pascal. She's white passing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to BS Warren, who's been a member for 6 months. How you like that badge, my brother? He says playing with.
Are you talking about me? No,
Listen, he is talking about you.
No, what happened was
that's when he disappeared.
My daughter had to go, so I had to make sure that my daughter got where she needed to go safe. Okay.
Don't involve the innocent in this. Don't use
her mama came to get her, so I had to make sure she had to, make sure she was good. Make sure she was
Gertie
good.
Banana with another 2 says, even when y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't I just read that? Why did he? Oh, he put it twice.
Oh, he did put it twice. Oh, shit.
Even when y'all got white people on, y'all are still late. So she's not white. Just to make sure. Juju says he's from Atlanta. Of course,
yeah, read out the whole. You got to read out the whole thing, man. You got some people that just be listening, just in case you can't see. Like some people, like Mr. Rouge. He is from Atlanta. Of course, his backlog is full.
Persona time him out, man.
Why is Atlanta where most black men are like DL?
No, they ain't DL. They opening up.
They're upfront about it.
Trust me, they are not down low about it. If they could, they would suck dick on the bus. All right, they get in it. They get it down. This
shout out to Peepers with a 2 says Nadia is more tolerable now that she lost.
Wait, that's a deep cut. That's a deep cut. There's somebody said it on a stream I was on, and yeah, that's a deep cut. I've lost 45 pounds since March. So
first of all,
yes,
shout out to Nadia for losing 45 pounds. But god damn, Peepers, I'm thinking this is somebody coming over from her chat, and they coming over here slandering. Damn.
No, that's what about it. It's a deep cut. I guess.
Are those Cinever's titties?
Yes,
those are Cinever's titties.
What the
fuck? That's the name of the that sits there. Peepers.
Oh, I say that looked familiar, man.
Yeah.
That looked familiar.
All right. Shout out to Girthy Banana who just threw up a damn banana. So shout out.
Y'all already know what that means. Oh,
it's a food fight. They literally.
We clicked that shit the same time. Shout out to Girthy Banana.
All right. Hopefully somebody will drop a real red boy today so I can see my clip, my favorite clip.
God, I can't wait. I hope somebody does. I want to see that ass. We need to see that ass.
Shout out to Cryptid Manga who says if ice is for the Spanish.
Oh, no, wait. Start over. I got it. All right, let's go.
All right. If ice is for the Spanish, what is for the black people? Animal control.
Oh, shout out to Cryptid Manga, a member for 8 months. He's been a Black Street member for 8 months, a part of the mafia. That baby's about to pop. Shout out to Cryptid.
Holy. What does his badge look like? Let me see
what does his badge look like, by the way?
He got that purple sparking motherfucker, bro.
He got that sexy one too. Damn, that's crazy.
He got that ego. All right.
We got to go over there to Rumble. All right. We got to show love to the Rumble folks because at time of streaming, we got 52 people on Twitter, 118 people on YouTube, and a whopping 7 on Rumble. We cannot forget the Rumble folks. There's some people that only hang out in Rumble, like Lord Deccan, who gifted us 2 new Blackstreet memberships over there on Rumble. Shout out to you for that, man. We got 2 new members over there. We're going to keep growing that Rumble channel. One day it'll be good. One day they'll put us on the front page one day. You know, we gotta apply for our DEI status. That's all we gotta do.
Why is Leon Kennedy in the chat?
He's finna do a backflip off the chat.
Zombies, the fucking kid. Leon, help me, Leon.
Ooh, speaking of games, before we start getting into all the topics and stuff, first of all, thank you guys for all the super chats and all of the love and everything like that. Before we start talking about the topics, we'll start getting into the shenanigans of the week because there's been a lot of shenanigans. I ain't even put that one thing in the title about the what's the names? The comedians that went to Saudi Arabia and all that bullshit. I kind of want to talk about that because that's hilarious. But there's something that happened today that absolutely pissed me the fuck off. I'm angry. I'm upset about it.
Is it because P. Diddy went to prison?
No.
No, does it have to do with a certain somebody's wife?
What?
Oh, okay, good. That's a grift to myself.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna bring it up in just a moment. We're gonna start out with that.
Okay.
But no, I want to talk about the fact that Kingmakers
Oh my God! Couldn't wait? Just
got
wait.
delayed.
Oh my.
Got delayed. I can't wait. I can't wait because this was supposed to drop next week. Next Wednesday, this was supposed to drop. And they're talking about, oh, we need to delay the game. And they don't even give you a date of when the game is going to be delayed to. All right. Everybody knows this is my most anticipated game of the year. More than Battlefield, more than everything else. I wanted to play fucking Kingmakers and it got delayed. But the more that I've been looking into it all day, the more it's starting to look like what they're doing is they're trying to wish list farm. That's what it looks like. It looks like they're trying to wish list farm so that they can get more investments. Now, I don't have it concrete. I hit up the lead dev on Twitter. We had a little exchange. I'm trying to get him to talk about it because this isn't the first time they delayed the game. This is the second time they've done so, right? And if you read this delay, it reads like they're trying to shop out their game, talking about the fact that they got all these soldiers with AI and their own pathfinding and, you know, real-time combat. And they also made it a RTS game as well. And, you know, everything is destructible and all this other stuff. They're pushing UE4 to the limit. And as I'm reading it, I'm like, it looks like you're trying to sell this to somebody instead of, you know, actually trying to make sure the game is as good as it can be. Now, I'm of the idea. I love a game dropping complete. I want it to be finished. I don't want it to be buggy. I don't want it to be missing any features. But a week before, and then on top of that, the game was supposed to drop 2 days before Battlefield as well. So it's like, oh, did Battlefield influence that as well? Like, I don't know, dude. This shit just really pissed me the fuck off, man. I'm upset about it. I planned a whole day around this. A whole day.
Do you think Baldur's Gate, when it came out, what, 2 years ago? Or a year ago? Because it was a complete game.
More than 2 years.
Baldur's Gate 3?
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 years. Well, it came out as a complete game. Do you think that would put pressure on other developers to have a complete non-buggy game day one out of the...
It's been way too many games that's been buggy as hell since Baldur's Gate came out. I remember when Baldur's Gate came out, a lot of devs were complaining. I guess the expectations was too high. The expectations from Baldur's Gate 3 made shit too high. And I'm just hearing a lot of fucking whining and complaining. But I mean, this right here, how the fuck do you delay a game a week before it comes? I've never seen that before.
A week, bro. Like,
because more than likely you knew more than a week out that you were going to be delaying this.
Exactly.
This is not...
I wonder if you said wish list farming. I wonder if, I mean, that being part of it, they just trying to get the interest in it high. Because now, like, the game's delayed, everybody's talking about how it's been delayed, and now more people are going to be aware of the game.
Well, it's already got a lot of people talking about it. It went mega viral. You know?
Yeah, but then, like you said, it's releasing 2 days before Battlefield. So if you want to, like, if you know you got a really good game, right? You know your game looks really good. You know people like the concept of it, and you feel like you can get extra publicity in any sort of way possible while avoiding big ass competition like Battlefield.
I feel like the concept is so good and the gameplay looks so good and everything like that. I don't think they needed to do that to garner like attention.
I think that's naive.
I think it's some bullshit, bro.
I think your wish list farming could potentially be true. What if they have ran out of money? So now because this sounds more like an investor, like you send to investors.
I mean,
yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Or investors was the one that say you need to delay this shit because you're like, we saw what just happened with Silk Song. It's because of Silk Song that people not really paying attention to Hell Is Us like that. So if you're an investor in Kingmakers and you're looking like, are we really finna release 2 days before Battlefield? And we actually, and everybody's actually talking positively about Battlefield. I don't know if that's a good idea, gang. I mean, it's better than releasing 2 days before Battlefield and then complaining when you don't hit the numbers you want to hit because Battlefield released.
Yeah, but
then,
a week, bro. I think that's a week before.
Well, no, I'm not dismissing that. I'm saying if that decision came down, like, listen, let's try to get as many players as we can. We're not gonna do that going head on with Battlefield. We're just not going to. So now I agree with you in that part too. A week before is insane. You knew Battlefield was gonna come out weeks ago.
Months ago, actually. We know this for months.
Right. So
I don't know, dude. I just hate it. I looked at it. When I read it at first, I was like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. You know, it sucks you're doing that a week before, but at least, you know, it's going to be polished. But then I actually read the thing, and I'm like, it sounds like you're trying to sell this to somebody. That's exactly what it is.
When did they announce it? Today? That they're delaying it?
This was this morning. That was this morning. And it's supposed to drop next Wednesday. We're
in quarter 4 for business, so you're more than likely not going to see this till probably Q1 of next year. They're not gonna, if they'll plan on releasing it around Q4, like with the holidays coming and all that stuff.
Yeah, there's no way.
More than likely Q1. Yep.
And if you're smart, you'll just shadow drop that shit in Q1. Shadow drop that bit.
They definitely have to do it before March or April, because anything after like March, April timeframe, that's when you're entering that GTA 6 area. Like nobody knows when it's dropping, but it's definitely dropping after then.
Shit, if I was making the game right now and my release date was, well, I'd be scurrying away from that goddamn release date.
Oh God.
I have two games that I'm very invested in to get: the new Hellraiser game, which I already pre-bought, and the new Halloween game that's coming out next year. Those are the my top two that I'm looking forward. Yeah, I know, right?
I'm definitely looking forward to that Halloween game. But man, I'm looking forward to Ananta. I'm looking for. Matter of fact, I ain't even wishlist that shit yet. When is that Shower American story game coming out? Blood of the Dawn Walker.
There's also that convenience store game that's coming out.
Somebody said they wanted gameplay, because some people haven't even watched or don't even know what Kingmakers is, to see why I'm so fucking annoyed. It's that game where you go back in time and you fight in the medieval times with modern day guns and tanks and all kind of shit.
What?
You get to control your own army. Mm-hmm. Yes, you get to control your own army. Look at that. He was flying a fucking jet. You know, everybody has their own army. Everything's fully destructible. They have the RTS elements to it and shit like that. So I want to play.
Can you throw bombs? Because I would.
Oh, you can throw bombs.
You can do anything.
Look, he's new to.
You got a grenade launcher in a fucking castle during medieval times.
Channel my inner, channel myself, and I'll pay back for the Crusades. Yeah.
I'm also looking forward to that Crimson Desert, man.
Crimson Desert. We got a release date for that though.
Yeah, March 19th.
How have you not said? Are you not excited for Join Us? The one where you get to make a cult.
What?
It's a game that's coming out in 2026. It got announced yesterday, or I saw it or the day before. Basically, you get to create a cult, and you customize your cult's beliefs. You defeat enemies. It's a 1 to 4 player co-op game. It's
Don't
called
tell me that. Oh God, wait a minute, because I can already hear the jokes.
I need a cult, so I'm down.
He's gonna make the cult of worshiping feet. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Join us.
Join us.
Is Ananta not coming out on Steam?
No. No, it's not. Oh, I see it. I see it here. Oh, this right
what
here.
What is it coming out on?
Is this gonna probably have its own like little browser or something like that, or it'll probably be Epic Games?
Oh, I thought you was about to say it's console only. I was about to say, yep, and get that shit the fuck up out of here.
Join us. Okay. Start a doomsday cult of your very own. Okay.
I need cult names. I need names.
You know, I'm starting the Black Street Mafia.
I was thinking Nadiaites, like the Deadites.
Here we go. Can you make a monkey cult?
Man, get out of here.
Cult. Hey, I'll put it to the wish list. I'll definitely add it. I'm always down to play something
Hey,
funny.
it's so many games. What's that new Korean game that looked like? I forgot the name of it. Mudang. You know what I'm talking about? The one that looked like a cross between Resident Evil and Splinter Cell.
Oh yeah. Mudang 2 Hearts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also want
that's what's good.
Hellmart looks good. It's where you're like a convenience store clerk during the day and you gotta lock up the place, and at night there's demons and evil things trying to get to you and stuff. It looks
So
good.
Five
Yeah,
Nights at
that's fine.
Freddy's.
Kind of a little bit more mature. Though Five Nights at Freddy's is pretty mature. Like it's definitely, even though it's marketed to kids, I mean, it's got a lot of.
It's not a kid's game.
Imagine saying that as a child growing up in this generation. Yeah, I spent my fucking childhood playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Little nigga ain't scared of shit. Oh,
Y'all need to stop. You know what? We're gonna stop it right now because I know exactly what's gonna happen.
oh
If it's
shit!
not,
Here they go. Here
if
they
it's not
go.
a, if it's not a super chat, I'm not fucking reading it, bro.
No.
I'm not reading it because I know exactly what y'all are about to do. But you know what? Let's stay on the positivity real quick. Let's stay on some positivity real quick because we've been we're being very positive today. Let's stay on some positivity real quick because we got some reveals. See, look.
Yeah, that's my favorite one so far. Why would it be?
No, no.
I have a question. Why would it be cult of moon crickets? I don't get that.
You don't know what a moon cricket is?
Neither do I.
Y'all ain't never heard of moon cricket?
Nope.
Just look it up. Just Google it. Just Google it real quick.
Oh,
I can't even
you
describe it
Okay.
Moon.
without Oh boy.
Oh!
Yeah, that is insane.
Oh wow!
That's insane to say.
Hold on, I gotta write something down for my cult name.
Let's stay on the realm of positivity because y'all are starting to get absolutely insane today. All right, I'm not gonna let it happen.
Actually, I didn't want to start out with no positivity. I want to start out with the most negative shit I could possibly start out with.
But why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that when you got shit like this? When you got a new Marvel Rivals Storm skin.
I'm over Marvel Rivals right now.
With the cheeks out and the thigh. And hold on, wait. Even better, her toes is showing.
Anyway, Chad, let's get to a real topic. Let's get to a damn real topic. So I want to start this off with some Negro fuckery today. How many of you guys know Steph Curry's wife? Well, she's making the headlines again, guys.
Here we go.
And man, gentlemen, you got to make sure you marry the right woman.
I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
Did you talk to Steph about it?
He tries to resonate with me, but he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like, it's not true. So why? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real. After we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughters so quickly. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something, and then it kind of just disappeared, and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
if I have a career and I'm
Yeah.
not home, like did you experience that?
I still experience
Okay.
that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
You know what? We're before the niggas say something, because you know the niggas are gonna say something. Before I even say anything, I want to hear Nadia's take on this real quick. What did you think about that?
Repeal the 19th, man. All right, just repeal the 19th at this point. I'm serious. Like, she could have said no. If she didn't want to get married, she could have said no. She didn't want to have kids and stuff. She could have just said no to that ring. And that guy. She could have just said, nope, sorry, I'm not the right person. This man obviously wanted a wife and kids. And some women right now are struggling. I'm struggling to have a kid. It's a blessing. What are you telling me, that you're putting your kids to the side for a career? So at your deathbed, you think your career is going to be the thing that you miss the most out of your entire life, not spending time with your kids. She can go fuck herself. So yeah, this is why we should have the Handmaid's Tale. I mean, sign me up for my Reds. Where are we at on this one?
Say it, Kato. Say it.
No, I honestly believe I'm not even going to say the thing that y'all want me to say.
What, she's a gold digger?
We need to start beating up bitches again. No. I have to change it.
You have to marry the right person.
Yeah. No. You women need to start beating up your homegirls. All right, and stop letting your homegirls walk around being this fucking dumb. Because I guarantee you, the reason why she thinks like that is because she had one of her stupid ass homegirls in her ear saying, girl, yeah, you can still do whatever it is that you want. Girl, you can still do this. Girl, you already know that's what happened. You know that's what happened 100%. You got to start slapping these dumb bitches.
Friends.
Just dumb. Talking about some, I don't even feel like I'm myself anymore. Are you crazy? Yes, you had a kid. You don't want that to happen? Close your fucking legs.
In defense, women do not feel like themselves after they have a kid. It takes a while for them to get back to themselves. Completely understand. But that's not what she's meaning. She's meaning that she can no longer be selfishly put herself first. Now she has the responsibility of a child, and that child should always come first. And she doesn't want that. She doesn't want to compete with that. And she should have just not said yes to the ring, not said yes to the big wedding I'm sure they had, and the lavish house that they have and stuff like that. Just say no if this is not the life you want. But you just want the perks. That's it.
Yeah.
Guys.
That's it.
I know everybody don't like hearing Atreus's dating advice because it might seem extreme. But I'm telling you, niggas.
Should you give dating advice?
You shouldn't.
No, I should. I should because real niggas hear where I'm coming from.
I'll be married 9 years next week.
Mm-hmm.
9 years. Go ahead. I want to hear your dating advice.
Oh no, I thought you was okay.
I want to hear this now.
No. So I mean, I'm not even really much giving advice here. I'm just saying is like, listen, nigga. I think you niggas need to start preparing for the inevitability that you just got to stop marrying a lot of these American women. I'm not saying all, but at least 99.97%.
How about you go to church or your local community events and find women who are involved in that instead of online?
You're not black. You haven't been to our churches. It's a lot of freak shit going on up in there too. Our preachers are
I have been to your churches. My stepdad's black. I have black sisters. So yeah.
so you should know better.
Yeah.
You should know better.
Yeah, you know what they do at 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning.
Girl, and then after 2 years of marriage with her, you figure out why she always got reserved seats on the front row of that big ass church. Yeah. You driving around in a Nissan Sentra and the fucking pastor in a Wraith. And you trying to figure out why she got pictures of herself with the fucking roof of the car looking like it's out of space. Like, damn, when you took these pictures?
You've been damaged before, huh, Atreus?
And this ain't about me. See, smart men learn from their mistakes, but geniuses learn from other people's mistakes. Okay. And I've had a good life of learning from other niggas' mistakes because, yeah, definitely not going down that right. I had a best friend who was a lover boy. Okay. He made all the worst dating decisions. And all I did was sit there and write it down. Yep, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Definitely won't do that. You know what I'm saying? But coming back, bringing this back to Ayesha Curry. And Nadia, close your ears. These fucking, listen. Narcissism is a word that's being misused tremendously in this culture right now. One, it's been applied to people that it doesn't apply to. You have to meet a great many of traits to be considered a true narcissist. But I think if you spoke to a lot of therapists these days, and they wouldn't say it out in public, they wouldn't go on the record and say this, but if you could get them behind closed doors, they will tell you a great many of American women are suffering from narcissism. They have main character syndrome. They think the world is about them and how they feel, and they don't give a fuck about their kids. They don't give a fuck about their marriage. All they give a fuck about is their tunnel vision view of what their life was supposed to be. Mind you, this bitch is married to one of the top 50 men on the planet.
A future Hall of Famer. A legit future Hall of Famer.
This man's name will be remembered for eternity. As long as the NBA is going, Steph Curry's name will forever be remembered on this planet. And you got women out here having babies with niggas who will be forgetting after they get high tomorrow.
Well,
okay,
that's the problem. Probably she's probably jealous of the fact that he.
Now you get where I'm going.
Yeah.
Now you get where I'm going.
Instead of realizing her role.
Exactly. You're so narcissistic that you believe you don't even realize why Steph is doing this. You think Steph is doing this because he just gets the ultimate joy out of being a basketball player. Maybe he does, but he's also providing for his family. Okay, because Steph would probably tell you, man, I'm grateful for basketball because it allows me to provide for my family to a degree that I wouldn't have if I was working at McDonald's. Okay, so for you to get out here and think about what you want to do, knowing it takes away from your kids, like, I get wanting to have your own thing. You want to have your own personality. I get that. I understand that. But to go out here and say it in public, constantly bringing this man down to the point where, did you see where I think it was on Academics posted something on Instagram about Steph Curry's wife? They was begging her to go home and stop being around these niggas. And Killer Mike said something in the comments about him, like, yeah, she tripping. And Steph Curry replied and said, man, he said something along the lines of, bro, don't even call for all that. We good over here. Well, nigga, apparently not, because your wife is going out on podcasts telling everybody y'all are not good.
Every time she opens her fucking mouth, too, dude.
It's this pressure to put on young women about not having kids, that kids are going to ruin your life. It's going to be the worst thing to ever happen to you. You can either delay it or you can not have them. And I fell for that too. I wish I would tell my younger self back in my 20s, have kids. Kids are the greatest thing, the legacy that you are going to leave on this planet. It is the one thing people tell you on their deathbed. I wish I had more time with my family. I wish I had more time with my kids. And it's this push of, don't have kids. They're just going to be in the way, or you're just going to be that's your responsibility. Again, just brings back to, she knew what she was getting herself into. She just decided that she, wanted it all. And now she's complaining about the fact that she has responsibilities.
Man, and this shit is crazy, bro. Like, and it's crazy because if you look online, it's amazing at how many actual women are dragging her. Like, bitch, you're married to Steph Curry.
Hey, see what that money make a bitch do,
And
boy. Every time.
She can do whatever she wants, but she should put her family as the priority. She wants to have her own little podcast, her own little business, great. But her kids and her husband, actually her husband and then her kids, should come first before anything else.
I saw this post on Facebook, right? And it was talking about something Cardi B had said. Now, I don't know if Cardi B actually said this, because a lot of people on Facebook be making up posts and shit, and then trying to pretend like celebrity actually said it. But she said something along the lines of, the person that posted this, she was speaking, but she was taking this from what Cardi B said about how when she was married to Offset, her DMs was dry, but everybody was in Offset's DMs. And then the women started talking about how women don't respect marriage, but men do. Because a lot of men will not. A lot of men won't, try to talk to a woman if they know she's married. Which, for the most part, we don't. There's some niggas who don't care, or there's some women.
We got Jodies out there. There's some Jodies out there.
Well, it's not just that. It's just like if you're married to a woman who doesn't respect the boundaries you set for, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes is like, well, shit, if she out here throwing it out there, like, why would I care about the boundaries? But that's beside the point. The point is, she's upset because there's a lot of women want her fucking husband, and not a lot of niggas want her. That's what she really mad about. She said that years ago. She was upset by the fact that, remember what I tell you about Tiger Woods? After every event he had, it was a bus full of bitches waiting on him. And it's the same way with Steph Curry. So many women are throwing themselves at Steph Curry. Ain't nobody throwing themselves at Ayesha Curry. And that's what she's upset about. So, hey, man, the point that I'm trying to come around to with this is, man, a lot of these American women, bro, a lot. And it's like, okay, if you want to go and live a small life, okay, nigga, move to Kansas, go move to a small town and marry, some girl who don't have an Instagram. Great. I hope that works. I hope that happens. I know it's out there. Just go find it. But nigga, if you live in a city, especially me, if you plan on having any job that requires you to be close to the city, the infection is coming. Because even if your wife is content with the lifestyle that you're providing, somebody's gonna be in her ear. One of them city girls gonna be in her ear, like, girl, you sure you satisfied with being a good mother? Nah, let's go to the streets. And that's probably what's happening to Ayesha Curry right now. Because while Steph is out traveling from city to city, being a great player he is somebody at home telling Ayesha, girl, you could be doing this, you could be doing that. Fuck them kids.
It's always the women that aren't married, that don't have kids, or they're divorced and stuff. It's also how you're raised too. I was raised Catholic. I was raised that once you get married, that's your person. That's the person you're with. There's only one way out. There's only one way out. That's it. And it's women who get this independence. It's feminism that's been, pushed into our heads nonstop since we're young. And I was lucky enough that I'm first generation here. So I was raised with a culture that's a little bit different than just like American culture. So who like respect marriage and kids. Like most of my aunts and uncles had 5 to 6 kids. That's
such a beautiful fucking couple. That's what's fucking irritating about it. Look how good they look together.
Two light-skinned niggas.
Well, she's frumpy looking in her interview though.
Huh?
Frumpy looking. The pant frumpy. Like she's frumpy in the interview.
Oh.
A little bit.
Like those are pants like my grandma would have worn out while she's going to Kmart.
You gotta remember, she rich. They wear weird shit.
Yeah, they do. They do wear some weird shit. But also, I mean, I much rather her dress like that than a lot of these other dudes and they girlfriends be dressing like, okay, you look like a moron, but at least you don't look like a whore. So,
man,
you got to find the balance. Not a whore.
Hey, listen, you got to find your compromise where you can find it nowadays. Because a lot of these women be out here full blown married and titties be out and you can see pubes and all type of stuff. Like, damn, you ain't shaved before you saw you wore a see-through dress where we could see. Like, who was that on? Did you see that video, Kato, where some Hispanic dancer was on stage calling herself trying to twerk? I don't know what the fuck that was, but her literal fucking lips were flapping in the winds. I
know what you're talking about from the back. I saw it.
What you talking about?
Chrissy Meyer had posted it. I was like, yo, were her lips just hey, Chrissy Meyer was like, it's a different kind of lip syncing, ain't it? I was like,
yo, shout out Hypno with the read.
Shout out they don't respect their husbands or partners either. There are sometimes I put something on and Chris is like, no, that's just for me. Go put something else on. So you gotta respect your husband.
I don't really, I've never been like the kind like, oh, you can't wear that kind of stuff. Just, if we together, sure, you want to throw that shit on, throw it on. But you going out by yourself? No, you're not putting that on.
Well,
no.
see, I'm much more of a I've never had to get to that situation because I just don't date motherfuckers who dress like that. So 9 times out of 10,
that's a good point.
So 9 times out of 10, like if if I'm with you in a relationship, now there's a lot of motherfuckers that dress like that, and I be in like pretend situationships with them, like, yeah, sure, whatever. She thinks we're together. Yeah, sure, you do what you want to do. Yeah, I see you texting other dudes in your phone, but it doesn't matter to me. But whatever. If I'm in a relationship with you and you go out and you put something on like that, I feel like you're trying to test me. And so it's no need for me to get upset. I feel like you're trying to test me. Like, let me see if he gonna let me. And I'm gonna just look at you crazy. And she'll be like, okay, I'm gonna take it off. Yeah, like you knew. Like with 9 times out of 10, that's some bullshit your homegirl done gave. You just wanted to see what I thought about it. I don't even like you wearing it for me. Like, why the fuck? Like, you don't dress like that. That ain't even you. If I wanted you to dress like that,
you don't even dress like that, girl.
Yeah, you don't even dress like that. So what you doing?
Yeah, I've never been in that situation where it's like, yeah, never. I had to go sit for tat with a chick about what she gonna wear because I've never really like actually dated a girl that's like, yeah, I'm gonna have my ass and titties out. You ain't hanging out with me and shit.
I don't do that.
And if I've been with a girl, and she wears something that's kind of revealing, she'll be like, hey, is this cool if I can wear this? We together. And if you coming to me like that, I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, we can wear it.
And see, that does throw some a different level of context on it. If she comes to you and say, hey, would it be okay if I wear this? I'd be like, I mean, you kind of look like a stripper, but I mean, just off the fact that you asked me. But where we going though?
Yeah, like
yeah, that's true. And are we around family too? Because sometimes it's appropriate.
Are we going to a nice restaurant? Fuck no. But if we going to the club, we going to a concert, maybe. Okay, I can see that.
I'm a tomboy. Like so I wear t-shirts and that's about it. So sometimes when I do dress up, I'll be like, hey, is this okay? He'll be like, yeah, or he's like, I don't think you'll be comfortable after an hour. Why don't you go find something you're more comfortable in? So,
well, I mean, at that point, as a man, you gotta like, okay, like I clearly told her it was okay wearing that, and I'm seeing she getting a lot of attention. I'm gonna have to get up.
All right. Hey, you're gonna have to let that go. You're gonna have to let that go.
You know what I'm saying? You over here like, she like, you okay? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, everybody looking at you dragging that wagon real quick, but you know what? It's all right. I'm good.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Hey, long story short, be careful about these bitches, dog. Be careful with these bitches. They be doing some crazy stuff, man. They be doing.
I don't even want to use the word bitches when it comes to her because she's married, right? So
you know what I mean. It's a gender neutral term, or it's one of those sentence enhancers.
There's a certain level of respect that she's owed because she is somebody's wife. But the more she runs her goddamn mouth, it's like, bro, Steph, what were you thinking? But it's like, I know what you was thinking. She was probably reasonable when you was with her. He probably had no idea that the woman he married would be jealous of him.
That's why you have to think of these. If you are dating with the intent of getting married, you have to look at it as, is this the person I want to have kids with? Is this the person I'm going to have to explain things with my kid? Is this the person that is going to be there when my parents die? You got to look at it this way. Even if she had to have had red flags.
But and I'm with you on that. I normally tell people but how do you anticipate somebody being jealous of your success when you wasn't successful when you met them?
There's still signs.
There's no way you can see that.
There's still some signs of her personality you could see, and also look at who her friends are. Her friends are going to tell you the type of person she is behind your back.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
He should have just known off the fact she was light skinned that some shit was going to go on. So I don't even know.
All right, Chad, let's get to these.
Donations, gifts.
Hey, why you delete that clip out the thing, bro? Why?
I ain't delete nothing. Anyway,
hey, shout out Peepers with the 5 saying, love you, Nadia. Yes, that's Cindy's booba. I'm their mod too, but congratulations of losing the weight. Nasty nods. Yes. Hey, listen, I can say it all the time. I love seeing people in the gym. That shit makes me so fucking happy. I love it.
I thought you was about to say that shit makes me something else. I was about to say, yeah, we got industry.
There's really, honestly, not a lot of reasons to be fat. Unless there's a medical thing going on, like walk, folks. Just walk. Walking does great things.
Hey,
shout out to James out with the 5.
Let's go, James. Appreciate you, old man, with that 5. Give me that. Hey, hold on. Let's run that again. Let's run that back one more time. Just Jesus Christ. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Calcium Candace. Hey, but shout out to James Up. Because of him, we got 5 new members of the Black Street Mafia. But unfortunately, you're not just members of the funniest stream on the internet. You're also coons.
You were cool like Condoleezza Rice. You were cool. Can't forget about Kanye. Cool.
Hell yeah. Shout out James Up.
Shout out James Up. Don't fear the loose bum hole sniffer.
What the fuck is that beardo, bro?
With the 5, he says, Kato, what also is delayed is you releasing your medical records by my doctors don't know what this rash is. You are still my chocolate king.
Yeah, man. I don't know what that's all about, bro. That's some gay shit. I like to drive my car on the right side of the road. All right. So.
I've seen you steer left. I've seen you steer left.
Please, Nadia, get the fuck out of here, you liar. Don't be saying that. People believe things that everyone says when it comes to me. So don't do that.
I only speak the truth. I don't know.
Frostfang with a 2 who has a new dragon avatar. He says new storm rival skin looks like hot.
Damn, nigga.
Looks like hot dark magician.
Bro said,
yeah, I have a lot of animosity towards Marvel Rivals right now. I'm not too happy with it.
It's because you're getting your back broke in and rain. That's what it is, ain't it?
I mean, like, bro, niggas come in and they're not even trying to win the game anymore.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's why my husband stopped playing. It's like, what's the point of
that? Niggas, there's no point. Niggas are not trying to win the game anymore. They just want to play the character they want to play.
That's exactly what he said, word for word.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's been different. When I be playing,
Never mind. Nobody got that joke.
It took me a minute. Get out the gutter, Nadia. Get out the gutter. Shout out to the Buff Bluff with a 5 saying Colt of Portland cop. That's crazy. Drew with a 2 saying 5 Nights at Mud. Oh God.
Here we go.
Nadia, you know the mud joke, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
okay, we'll tell you later.
LG
with a 2
ounce. Cult of Hellcats.
Every time they walk out, all you hear is that's crazy. Oh my God.
Sirloin says Steph's girl looks like Thomas the Tank Engine.
Well, I can't slander Aisha Curry. Aisha Curry look good.
Just not in that clip. She's just she's not put together.
Those are usually the real dum-dums.
Dragon
Master,
who's throwing bananas.
It's a food.
Oh, my bad.
It's a food fight. They literally.
That's such a crazy clip. He did it not once, but twice. Shout out to Dragon Master Zero Man. Cryptid Manga with a 2 saying shout out Savannah James.
Yeah, but she probably got her own issues. She was once talking on the podcast. It just wasn't as crazy.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, if you famous and married, keep your wife off of a podcast. If you even sniff, because she gonna go in there and say some crazy shit.
Yo, she opened her mouth one time. Everybody was like, no, Savannah James. Hey, LeBron, can you fight? Because
who trying to fight a 6'8", 250-pound nigga that can jump out the gym? The fuck out of here.
Who said I was actually gonna fight? You know what I'm saying?
Bruce Field says Cult of the Latter-day Sheiks. All right then.
I like that. Hold on.
Yeah, write that down. That's a good one.
The Buff Bluff says dating advice from Atreus. Didn't a girl take a dookie on your face and you still went for it after the fact?
What?
What the fuck is he talking about?
Did you get pink eye? Did you get pink eye from that?
This is a lie. This is not what?
That's not an accurate representation of the story. He was fucking her in the ass and then got shit on.
First of all, that's not what happened.
Don't you get like splatter effect?
No, stop. We're not having this conversation. Okay. James O'Peace with a 5 says, I met my wife I was walking home drunk off my ass at 2 a.m. and she was walking home from work. That was 35 years ago. That's when you met her?
Hey,
Aw,
hey, that's an awesome
congratulations.
story. That is a
Yeah.
great story. He probably was drunk, bumped into her, and she felt bad for you and helped you home. And
Yeah, do that shit
was
today,
it.
you'll be in prison by that night. Mhm.
Don't do that in Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia. Well, if you even drink in Saudi Arabia, they
Isn't
top
it-
your head. So,
Isn't it weird that women nowadays are complaining that men aren't giving them attention when the last decade or so
think it's
it was
weird.
complaining about that women were?
no, I don't think it's
I don't know where
weird.
we're
This is
going
the
with
bed
that.
they made. This is the bed they made. You know what I mean?
I'm just glad I'm married. I don't have to deal with that shit.
yeah, it's hard out here.
Shout out to Sirloins with the 199 says marriage is overrated.
Marriage through the state is overrated.
Hmm.
Don't let the state get involved in your relationship.
One Man Savage says, I'm sick of high-end 304s. You're married to the 1% and yet you are unhappy. If you're bored, take your ass to the movie. She's a trick that wants her 50%. Can't argue with that one. Beautiful Zexal. Man, a beautiful Joe game would be crazy right now. Great Hypnotic send me to these you know what's.
Yes, he sent you to come hang out with the niggas, and you're better for it. Yes, enjoy it.
Girthy Banana says, proven fact, tomboys make the best wives.
So I've heard.
Yeah, until she pull out a damn strap on. Now you sick. Now you reconsidering. I always
Tomboys
wanted to
aren't
try.
gay women.
Huh?
They ain't gay women. They
I didn't
just
say they were gay women. It's a lot of ungay women that want to try that strap on one good time.
You know,
I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. I ain't dealt with
that ain't just Atlanta. That's not just Atlanta.
No. I went out with a guy once. This is prior to my husband, who asked me to peg him, and I was like, "Nope, I'm gone. I'm out."
Look,
So,
wait,
yeah.
wait. Nadia, was this man white per chance?
Chicago. Yes, he was white. A ginger, actually.
Thought so. Yeah, thought so. Makes sense.
Nah. As much as I would like to blame that on the whites, nah, it ain't just the whites. It's a lot of niggas and a lot of Hispanic niggas too.
How do you ask that of somebody you dated for only like a week or two?
I don't fucking know. That's why I say if you a
trying to
man,
bond with you.
If you a man and you into that weird shit, just go pay somebody to do it, bro. Because your business gonna be nigga.
Oh, I got another one. Another dude who wanted me to wear a pregnancy belly because he had a pregnancy.
What?
Yes. This is
Ew.
LA. White again. Not ginger though.
I don't have a pregnancy fetish, but hey, pregnant girls can get it.
Hey.
That's hey.
Listen, do not knock it until you fucking try it. Listen, don't look at us weird. When you hit that.
I do.
Don't look at me weird, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's like you ever going down a water slide? It's like it's just like that, bro. It's great. It's great. It's great. That's a different level. Shout out to Dragon Reborn 35 with the 10. Saying Kata, I can't believe you went to a HO to have sex. Atreus, what did you expect? We haven't done anything for months. Kata, you could have told me you were willing to pay. LOL, ha 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 ha. All right, bro. Yeah, let's time out Dragon Reborn for 5 minutes. Let him sit there and simmer on his thoughts about why he was sending this god awful super chat of $10. Thank you so much, Dragon Reborn. We appreciate you always supporting the stream. You're fucking done. All right, you're cooked. You're cooked. I don't even know what that was. Shout out to Frostwang with a 2 saying I've lost 25 pounds since the end of spring.
Awesome.
Shout out to you.
Here. £10 since last month. So this kind of sucks. Sirloins with a $1.99. Stuart. Hey, you want to make that joke? Hey, Stuart Little had that whip though. He had that whip.
Dragon Reborn member from 1 month says, "Welcome to new Backshot Boys. Call that for a reason. Ha ha ha. Much respect to you, brothers." That didn't sound like respect, my brother. I'm sorry. I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna block you for that. Frostfang with a 2 says, "Avatar was custom made. I'm very happy with this shit.
Awesome.
That shit lit.
I like it. Cool.
Anjanette Says that mud joke. LOL. Still laughing my
Okay,
ass off.
all right. We should tell her before we get to the next super chat.
Nah, we can wait till later to tell her. That shit's gonna take too much.
All right.
Christopher Banger with a milk cannon. Wait a minute.
Hell
Nah,
yeah.
take that bullshit off.
Hell yeah. That boy said Atreus the Dookie Daimyo. Daimyo. I'm sorry, the Dookie Daimyo. That's crazy. Look at them titties. Look at them beautiful fucking titties. Boy. I love me a nice pair of
UF Omega says Muddy Waters got that splashback and cried that chocolate.
Wait a minute. I'm kind of picking up on what Muddy Waters means.
Hey man, we all have weird stories, man. It's okay. We all have
I just told you two, so yeah.
Beautiful Zexel says, Kata, that rant you did on Bethesda was epic.
When? I don't even, bro. I don't remember any of the rants that I do. I just go. But I appreciate it. It was probably good.
And thank you for all the donations, man. Somebody
Hold on,
drop
we
a
got
red
Rebel.
boy so I can see the clip.
Yeah, bro. Can we please get a listen? I don't like being one of those niggas, but I'm gonna be one of those niggas. Can we please get a red boy? I want to see that ass. Okay, I want to see that ass. Let me go to Rebel real quick. Deadeye's Lock with $1 saying Nadia improving her health better than strong, independent women who hits the wall crying overseas women stealing the good men. That was a mouthful, but yeah, appreciate that. Sirloins with $1 says the Jigaboonies.
All right, let's get to the next topic.
Deadeye's. Oh, we got one more. Deadeye's Lock with $1 says, "Oh," and then he threw 5 bananas, saying, "New back blowout boys' favorite food when grandma rewards their good behavior." No, that's not us. That's just this guy.
No, it's not.
Just this guy. He's the only one filling up on grandmas, not me. Not me. But yeah, let's actually get into some topics. Let's get into it. Since you pulled up the first one, I will pull up the second one. Don't read the chat, Nadia. I see it. Don't read the chat. Do not feed into their bullshit. Okay. If it's not super chat, I won't read it. Okay?
Sirloins is just
All right, man. We got a lot to talk about. We had Xbox shit going on. Ghost of Yote dropped yesterday and nobody cares. All right. We have a whole bunch of other stuff happening. So obviously, we're not going to talk about any of that. And we're going to talk about Peacemaker again. Because Peacemaker had a brand new episode. And as you know, last week, they were all talking about the fact that they're on Earth X, which people thought that we didn't know what that was. We actually do. Earth X, the racist Earth, where everyone's a Nazi and all that other stuff. Right? So, this week they dropped a new episode. And James Gunn, being as smart as he is, was like, you know what? I'm going to put my own commentary on all this stuff and have our black character talk about this racist world. And this is what he had to say. She goes, the sad part is, I'm not so sure this Nazi world is as different from our own world as we wish it was. Wow. Really? So you're telling me that the world that you just came from, people are being rounded up because of their skin color, purely on their skin color, and not the fact that they're illegally in a country where they don't belong and are being sent to gas chambers to die? That's what's happening? Because I don't think you understand the context of what you're saying. You're saying that the world that you came from, and you know that James Gunn wrote this, and he's not just talking about, the world of the show. He's literally talking about America, clearly, So you're telling your audience, the audience that came from Superman, by the way, because remember, this is the most important thing after Superman that he told all the fans to go watch, where the first episode had a big gay orgy in it. You're telling all these kids that the world that they live in is as bad as a world where people are literally being killed because they're black and where they have a Nazi symbol on the American flag.
It's the America that the left thinks exists in their mind. They think this is what America is. And I don't trust James Gunn James Gunn also went to a themed pedo party, so
It's also true.
I'm okay. Yeah, yeah. He's a hack. He's a one. To be honest, I don't like his writing. I think Guardians of the Galaxy was great, but anything after that, he's a one-trick pony where he can't write serious moments without putting a stupid fucking joke in the middle of it to completely kill
he
the
was
scene.
crafted. He was crafted by Marvel. I mean, that's what it seemed like. Either he was crafted by Marvel or he initiated the Marvel dialogue where it's like everything must be a joke.
Well, that's not true.
That's
James.
That's Josh Whedon. He's just
But
following it.
but listen to what I just said. I said either he's the one that ushered it in, or he was crafted by Marvel. Is what I mean. That's
Well,
what
no,
I
he
said.
was making films before Marvel though. That's why.
Listen to what I said. I said either he was crafted by Marvel, or he's the one that ushered it in. I didn't make
the
the
wrong on both of those. So I'm not understanding what
He's from trauma films.
I didn't say that I did not say that he wasn't making movies before. I said he was either crafted by Marvel, meaning he came in and either ushered in the idea that everything needs to be with a joke, or his writing and filmmaking style was crafted by Marvel to where he needed to fixate everything with a joke. I'm not saying that he wasn't making movies before. I'm not saying that he wasn't like that before. I'm saying I'm not choosing one either way. I'm saying either one or two things happened. Either Marvel adopted his style or they pushed him towards this style. That's what I'm saying. I don't know which one it is. I'm just saying based on what I've seen, everything, because y'all saying Joss Whedon. Okay, I know Joss Whedon did
the Avengers
and Age of Ultron.
Yep.
But even the stuff before, the only thing that I knew that was like it was overly joking was Guardians of the Galaxy.
That came after though.
That came after Age of
Avengers.
Ultron, right? Age of Ultron. And then everything after
It
Age
came
of
out
Ultron
before Age of Ultron.
It was between the Avengers and Age of Ultron. It's somewhere in there.
Because that came out in 2014 and Age of Ultron came out in 15.
Okay, yeah. So, okay, fine. So, but the point I'm trying to make is everything before then wasn't overly serious. Like Thor was an oath. Okay, cool. But it was more serious. Hell, even Thor the Dark World was more serious. And then Tony is a kind of a joke himself. Not really a joke, but like he's a jokester. But everything around him is serious. Captain America was serious. The Winter Soldier was serious. And then Guardians of the Galaxy came. And then Age of Ultron came. And everything after was a joke. Everything after was a joke.
It's because of the first Avengers movie, because of Josh's writing, that they saw the potential.
Yeah,
with the
but
box office
I don't remember the Avengers movie being overly joking though.
But that's because he knew how to put the jokes in and
Josh knows
in the context.
Exactly.
Josh knows how to write.
What I'm getting to. So, like you were saying, Joss Whedon is the one that did it. Even with Age of Ultron, I didn't like Ultron at all because I felt like he was joking too much. But even with Age of Ultron, I didn't feel like it was so much joking. It wasn't until Guardians of the Galaxy, which to me that fit because the whole team was a joke. And then everything after that was like, okay, jokes for the sakes of jokes and jokes and jokes. So that's what I'm saying. At somewhere, somebody either decided James Gunn's way of doing it is best, or Marvel turned James Gunn into this overly joking. I'm not saying, I don't know which one. I'm just saying at that point, I can put that era in Marvel and when everything started changing.
Okay.
He pissed me off so bad with Superman. Other than Superman being shit, the one scene in Superman where Lois and Clark, or Superman, is being serious, having a touching moment, and you have a big fucking butthole in the background, and I'm like, this is one of the most impactful moments between these two characters. You should just let it rest, let the audience get a break from the jokes, let this sink in. But no, you have to have a flying fucking butthole in the background.
That was one of the scenes I hated the most. Was that one, because that
James
was
Gunn
one of the moments where it's like, could have been it.
James Gunn lives in his own little head about how the world is. He's a privileged individual. Now, I'm not saying he worked very hard from being very young filmmaker and up to this point. So he did put in the work. But I think he has lost touch with how most of America is, which who did most of America vote for in the last election?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And it's not.
Maybe, yeah. And this just adds fuel to the fire. It just.
I was about to say that This episode and the previous one, all it's doing is adding fuel to the division that's happening right now, because everyone knows who you're talking about when you make these shows
Yeah.
and these movies. You're not talking about the left side. Clearly not. We know that for a fact. We know exactly who you're talking about. So when you put things like this in your media, people are going to see it and they're going to put two and two together because they're not stupid. They're going to know you're trying to call them Nazis just because, they might be conservative, or they might be Republican, or they might be, moderate right, moderate left. We know exactly what you're talking about. And I hate the people that try to pretend like, no, they're just talking about the context of the show. No, the fuck they're not. We know you're not. I mean, hell, look at the nigga who posted it. She's simply
even
too
though-
real, I fear. Come on, bro. We know what you're talking about.
And when people go, this is comic book accurate. Okay, this might be comic book accurate, but this is not a storyline that they needed to pick to go with how divided we are as a country. He knew going in.
Not only that, y'all keep saying this is comic book accurate, like that was one of the more popular comics. Like you can't pick the most garbage stories from comics, the most unpopular, the least selling, the most hated, and then make a movie or a show about it and come back and say, well, it's comic book accurate. I don't give a damn if a fact.
Comic book accurate doesn't mean it's good. There are a lot of
Right.
BS storylines in comics that were not good, not liked by fans. He could have picked any number of them that would have fit better, but he had to pick the one that was to divide us even further.
And it's
To get his
lazy,
point
bro,
back.
because first of all, we've seen this for like a decade plus in almost all popular media where they're going, oh, well, let's just make the bad guys Nazis. Let's just make the bad guys Republicans or racists or blah, 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 blah. That's lazy. It's low hanging fruit. And second of all, you quite literally already did this in the first season. You already did it, where the big reveal was Peacemaker's father is a Nazi and he's running around with the KKK behind him and he's a Nazi superhero. But they try to do a little twist in this one where it's like, no, now in the alternate timeline, his father isn't a Nazi and fights against the Nazis. Oh, that's so much better now. No, you're still basically doing the exact same thing that you just did. You keep going, well, let's just make the bad guys Nazis. It's lazy. It's lazy. That's what it is. And nobody wants to see that in their cape shit.
I want to address a comment. Somebody said, to be fair, Ultron is Tony's digital child, and I hate that
Not
version.
true.
And I hate that. Well, he's saying in the context of Age of Ultron.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a good excuse for
But-
why the character acts that way.
Yeah,
But
but
I
don't
wish it
like
was
that
not.
version of Ultron.
Yeah,
Most people didn't. Most people who
I
read the
agree with
comics
that. I
didn't.
wanted it to be the Hank Pym, Ultron.
Yeah, like I like the cold, like this nigga over here. What did they, when in that conversation with Scarlet Witch and fucking Quicksilver? He was like, people make smaller people. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This nigga's fucking losing his word. This nigga sound like me. Like
Yeah, I fucking hated that scene, bro. I remember that scene. I was in the theater. Me and the girl I was dating at the time, and that scene came on. I looked at her. I said, I don't know how much longer I got. That shit pissed me
Like,
off.
I hated the fucking scene. Like, while it's funny for any other evil villain, it was not funny for Ultron to go, yeah, how about I tell you my entire evil plan before I carry it out, and then hit Steve Rogers. I'm like, that's not Ultron, bro.
Hey, yo, Nagara Snape, you're wild. He said, she just mad no one has sugar on Earth X. You got issues. But no. It also goes back. Thank you for reminding me, by the way, Nagaris. The fact that he doesn't understand what he just did. What he did was he made an ideal society where there's low crime. There's still crime, but there's low crime. Everyone's nice. Everything's clean. Everyone's, having a good old time. And then you made it to where that's the Nazi world and there's no black people. What are you trying to say, James Gunn? Like, I saw people trying to go,
what he's trying to say is this is the racist white people's idea of what a perfect world looks like. But see, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to show the consequences of that fictional world. and I haven't seen the show, so maybe he did. But if you didn't show the consequences of a world without black people, now everybody's looking at you like, well, wait a minute. Why wouldn't we want that? Why wouldn't we want a world with low crime and peace? And it's like,
I saw people saying that the idea is because Peacemaker didn't really see it at first when he got there, and the idea is he's too privileged to see exactly what the issues are, so that's why he was just walking around and didn't notice it and things like that. And even though his father isn't actively a Nazi, the fact that he doesn't fight against them makes him complicit in it, and it's like, are we doing this, dude? Even I watched the episode. That's a fucking lie. His father actually does kill Nazis in that universe. So that's not even true.
But it's like, even if like, oh yeah, he's too privileged. It's like, fuck nigga. So what do you expect? All white. First of all, in a country with 240 million white people and only 46 million black people, if you're white, there's a high chance you're going to live in a neighborhood, a town, a city, or something where there's mostly white people. So what if you're a white person and you live in that part of America and you don't see any black people, you're automatically like racist or some shit? Like, what the fuck? Oh, I see no black people, I'm racist. What the fuck? There's no black people in my area. What am I to do? What am I supposed to go to their neck of the woods and say, oh, I'm sorry, I see no black people in my neighborhood, can you please whip out your dick? Like, fuck.
That's an interesting thing, because there was for a while the segment of they wanted white people out of their neighborhoods, white people out of things. And then when white people went to go make their own neighborhoods, such as the people that I think it was Arkansas, they're complaining that now it's racist that white people are making their own communities. And I'm like, which is it? Do you not want white people around, or do you want white people around? Like, which is it? Because
when you believe in when you believe in identity politics, you can't exist within yourself. You just can't. It's all going to look. Ask J.K. Rowling. It's not just about race. It's not just about gender. It's all of that shit. You can't exist within it because it always comes back and it eats itself. J.K. Rowling was a raging feminist, all about the women and their oppression, and now she's being eaten alive by fucking men that want to be women now. Of course, you spent 50 years demonizing men. Is it a surprise that
keep going, man. Keep going. Focus up.
I can't, bro. You see what this nigga just said, bro?
No, I'm not reading it.
You gotta read it because it's a red boy.
Until we get to where we going, man.
No, it's a red boy. It has to be read immediately. You know what, nigga?
Sirloins, but
I'm so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
A 99.99. And all he said was Atreus the Mud Muddler.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that 99.
I feel that's false advertising because you said cheeks out. There's no cheeks out there.
I didn't say cheeks out. He might have said that, but I didn't say that.
Yeah, one of you said cheeks. There was gonna be cheeks out. That's not cheeks
out.
We
do have a cheeks out clip, but that's for 10 gifted.
Nah, I mean I like that clip better because Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. If
hit
white girls, if the white girls are built like that, niggas, y'all in trouble. We all gonna be like fucking not Stephen A. Fucking Shannon Sharp out here.
No bunny, snow.
Hey, listen, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. If she ain't Asian, I ain't paying. What's the other? Oh, if she can't salsa, I can't toss her.
And if she dark, I'm gonna bark.
Hey, that's him by himself. But we do agree that if she eat curry, we going in a hurry. I'm sorry.
Going in a hurry. Sorry, can't do it.
Is that where the muddler came from?
No, that's a whole different one. So we hit tier 2. I'm gonna hit my first shot real quick. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting the show because we're automatically demonetized because of that clip we just played.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Fuck. So that's one shot.
Hey,
We'll
yo,
do the other one.
Did you get somebody that merch the other day? Because I saw the email.
Somebody. Man, I don't even know what I had for fucking breakfast this morning, dog. So I don't know. Maybe
I saw the email. Somebody had copped some merch. I got to send out that merch, and also somebody had one a copy of what was it? Hell Is Us? Or
yeah.
I got. Hey, who was that?
On a Monday show? This Monday or last Monday.
Demon Carol this Monday.
Yeah, Demon Carol won the shirt this Monday. Last week. We got to figure out who that was.
Yeah, because I gotta send you your game, buddy.
But yeah, hey, Peacemaker, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Because nobody's watching it anyway.
Nobody's watching it, and he said there's not a season 3, that the characters are going to be in different shows. Does anybody care?
No one cares, bro. Like, in my opinion, you've already fucked up your DCU because Superman wasn't as big as a banger as it should have been. And it's not overall a great movie, even though I did enjoy it the first time I watched it. I rewatched it the other day. That movie's
doesn't hold up on a rewatch.
Not at all.
UF Omega said it was him, and that sounds about right. I know one was Demon Carol, and UF Omega. Okay, so yeah.
And the game is on. I forgot the game. He does need the shirt. He does need a shirt. He won like a month or so ago. So yeah, we'll make sure y'all get your stuff, man. We be scatterbrained over here, man. Gotta start organizing. This is why we need a woman. All right. This is why New Blackstreet needs a woman to organize his stuff, because that's what they do. They're good at that. But yeah, man, fuck Peacemaker. I don't really care. I mean, I was already checked out from the first few episodes. You know,
I think I saw the first 2, and that was about it.
That bird blindness joke. Oh my god, that shit irritated the fuck out of me, dude. I was so mad. Dude.
All right,
yeah, fuck Peacemaker.
Donations, gifts.
Sorry, Nadia, go ahead.
It's okay. The problem with Gunn is he doesn't realize he would have a successful DC if he utilized it as an escapism for fans instead of pushing political agendas throughout these movies. People want to go see Superman movies because they want to see Superman fuck some shit up, fight some bad guys, win at the end of the day. Majority of that movie, Superman was getting his shit fucked up. So stop pushing your agenda on these. Make these movies escapisms where people want to go see these movies in theaters and escape from what the real world is doing to everybody.
Yeah. Or the easier way, what he should have did was just literally follow what the DC animated shows did in the early 2000s. Is that simple. You just make a good Superman movie, then you give us Batman, then you give us Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, throw in Martian Manhunter in the show if you want to. I think that would work. And then make your fucking Justice League movie. It's so simple. It's so simple, but you know, if common sense was common, that shit would just be called sense, you know. So it is what it is.
I'm supposed to ask you about your booster seat.
We're about to get to the what?
Do you have a booster? Do you actually have a booster seat?
Because Epic Mike was like, Kata's in his booster seat, and I was like, you know what? You're right. I have an ass cushion right here. Okay, I have an ass cushion because I don't want my butt hurting sitting hours on end in this goddamn chair, and I have a towel here so I don't have swamp nuts. All right, so yes, I might have a booster seat. It's a booster seat. Yeah, Kata's short.
I don't know why he thinks that joke would work. Just ask that Kate has been pointing his camera down, like tilting down so they can get him.
All right, man. Hey, we appreciate Nadia for showing up for the stream. Love her as always. Showing. Oh yeah, Atreus, you're gonna have to read all of these.
No, you're reading these shits. I'm not reading nothing.
On your ass.
I got it. Atreus, the doo-doo defender.
Shout out Sirloins with that 199. He came
Atreus,
in with
the plopper slopper. Atreus, the poo-poo pounder.
Jesus.
Atreus, the Lord of Logs. Atreus, the booty bread monger. Got it? Okay.
Hold on, let me read this one. Atreus, the Scotsman, the booty bandit.
Scotsman.
Hey.
Atreus, the
Jesus.
turd murderer. Atreus, the age of the Scatman. Atreus, the last king of Scotland. Atreus, the rear end felon. Oh man, okay. Atreus, the mudslide maniac.
No, this one is super straightforward. It's just Atreus, the
Atreus,
shit
the
bandit.
shit bandit. Yep. Atreus, menace to Scat Society.
Atreus in the Forbidden Chocolate Factory. Oh my god.
Fat black chick from Peacemaker is just mad. Peloton, Ozempic, and pushback against body positivity still exist on Earth X.
And that's crazy.
Damn.
I will give her credit though. She's not as fat as she used to be.
Nah. She's pretty good in was it Orange is the New Black? I liked her in that.
Yeah. A new Atreus album, B.S. Warren for it too. Sipping on gin and booty juice. Jesus. Atreus officially becoming Dr. Pumar. Shout out to PS Warren with the 2. Girthy Banana with a 2 saying Snow Bunny Heaven. Hey, hopefully somebody ends up there one day. He came in with another 5 saying I'd risk getting a tree necklace to get chase them bunnies.
Talking about the Red Boy video.
Yo, a tree necklace?
Atreus would love Earth X snow bunnies.
I would too. Shoot.
Hey, getting lynched might be worth it. I'd risk getting the.
Again.
Oh yeah, no, we just read that one.
Why is it
He
doubling
said
up?
it again.
Oh, he's doubling down.
Yeah. Sir Loin says Nadia, ask Kata about his booster seat. I think y'all already addressed that. UF Omega says nice of Nadia to ignore the beauty leak towel.
Dude, it's a towel that I put on my ass on the chair because I don't want to get swamp nuts, bro. All right. Go ahead, Nadia.
There's the poo plunger. Atreus and Kata, 2 blacks, 1 cup.
No,
and you can clip that.
This is the 2 Atreus last Stanklander. Oh.
Hey man, fuck you niggas. Fuck every last one of you niggas.
Hey, shout out to the chat, bro. Our chat is the funniest chat.
Shout out to Sirloins who dropped that Red Boy.
Hell yeah, y'all got to see some ass
for another one.
Damn.
I'm already anxious for another one. Anyway,
before
we get into the next topic, man,
we gotta take a shot. Tier 2 shot.
We can take a shot right after this, though. Because this is crazy.
What the fuck is this?
I had no clue I was dark skinned until I got here. I got to America and I met some people and I'm like, he said, "You black?" I said, "Of course we are black." He said, "No, you black as shit." I said, "What the fuck you mean?" One guy told me I look like under the bed.
Oh no!
Hey, is that Michael
Blackson? Under the bed, it's dark as fuck under the bed. They told me I look like I have no bright ideas. They said the difference between me and midnight is 11:59.
Shut up, man.
They said when God said let there be light, I was out of town. They told me I have to wear white gloves before I eat chocolate, so I don't bite my fucking fingers.
Like this.
They told me every time I take a shit, I think my dick fell off.
Like this.
Somebody told me Stevie Wonder. They told me Stevie Wonder sees me every day. That's dark as fuck. That motherfucker don't see shit.
That's pretty dark, man.
I had no.
Yeah, that is Michael Blackson. That's Michael Blackson. Yeah, I remember the first time I seen that clip, bro. I was crying, dog. Oh man. No, I got another one for you right here. This one is a good one. I saw this. I was like, yo, this is how you tell jokes right here. All right, so it's POV. I'm a cop and you're drinking and driving, but it's 1909 and that's not illegal.
How's it going? Have you been drinking tonight? You had been. Are you drunk? You are. Well, have a nice day, sir. Excuse me, that water fountain is not for you.
What?
Nah, chat, we not gonna let a train try to ruin that great ass joke. That was fucking hilarious.
I got one. I got one.
Oh shit. Oh, that was funny as fuck.
I'm not gonna give y'all no context. Just watch this. This is what a pool party's supposed to look like.
No.
This is what a pool party is supposed to look like. That's not the type of pool party I would go to, but that's just me. I don't know. Would you go to a pool party like that? Does that look fun to you?
I'm out, man.
This looks like my personal hell, to be honest.
It's like the first time they've seen a pool.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, it's a pool.
When
they jump in and they forget that they can't swim. And it's like, oh shit.
They don't really think ahead. They think like 10 seconds into the future.
Yeah.
That's very apparent when you watch police body cams.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you know what? This guy pisses me off because he said some shit about me in a rap song. Let me murder him.
Crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Worst people.
I'm gonna say something. That's
Why did he have that on hand?
I was about to ask. Where the fuck did that come from?
Have that on hand? Did you order that off Amazon? Does it just like they just hang out? Have?
But I am gonna say something that might be controversial to niggas, right? Specifically, because y'all know how niggas are at pool parties. They don't even get in the pool. They just be standing around a pool. I would rather go to a pool party and it's actually a pool party where we partying and we getting in the pool.
I thought
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
because you don't know how to swim.
Nadia, my backstroke is crazy. Okay, I can swim very well.
Hey yo,
very well. All right. I listen. I learned how to swim at a young age. Story time with Kata. We was at the YMCA. My dad took me and my brothers. We went to the pool, and I couldn't swim at the time. And my dad, he didn't know that until we were standing at the diving board. My brothers is jumping off, and they going in, they swimming, and I'm just standing there. He was like, "Hey, come on, son, let's go. We getting in the water." I was like, "I can't swim." And he fooled the fuck out of me. He walks up and like he kneeled down and he was like, "It's all right, we're gonna get you some lessons. I could teach you while we here." And I'm like, "All right, Dad, that's cool." Nigga picked me up and threw me into the 10 feet. And he said, "It's time to start swimming, nigga." Straight like that.
Come on, my nigga.
At least you got the bait. My Middle Eastern father just threw me and my sisters in the pool without any talking to. Just made sure we had life jackets on and just threw us in.
I think that's what made it worse because he fooled the fuck out of me, bro. He literally like tried to do a dad moment and then threw me in.
Hey, Myron is something else. But shout out to the chat, man. Before we get into the next
I was
topic.
feeling so confident that my new shorts that I just got this morning for work were like perfect. I'm like, the length is good, everything's great. I'm not gonna get in trouble. I don't know. It's never gonna be work appropriate.
Get out the way!
Oh,
we got another shot to take. We got another shot to take, for tier 2. Let's get it. Thank you so much for helping us. What?
Yeah, we're at tier 3.
Fuck.
Double egged head.
All right. I got the next topic, huh?
Yeah.
I got the next topic. Holy man, there's so many different places we can go with this. So much stuff going on.
We're saving the big topic for last. The big topic for last, which is Xbox. We're saving that one for last.
Before I bring up the next topic, I just got to throw this out there. See, when I first saw this, I thought we was talking about Bill Gates' daughter, but apparently nerd niggas make some beautiful daughters. Holy Eve Jobs.
Hey, Eve Jobs, you were formally invited onto New Black Street. Please come
Lord
to the Well, never mind. You're formally uninvited to New Black Street. Do not come here because
if you like mac and cheese jokes, please come on New Black Street.
Yeah, that's a beautiful woman right
That
there.
is a beautiful woman.
Hey, I saw somebody say, hey, that nigga cooked when it came to designing. They ain't lying.
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't care how ugly of a nigga you is. If you got money and you can make kids with a beautiful woman, please do it. The daughter, I mean, unless you Jay-Z. If you Jay-Z, you're cooked. But get a beautiful woman. Get a beautiful woman, and your daughter comes out looking like your wife, and like it's men out here who will give up entire companies to marry this right here. We're talking about I will trade all the land I got. Hell, you can have my kids. Just let me.
Listen, dude, this is the kind of woman that niggas used to have pictures of in their wallets when they were overseas fighting in Normandy. Okay,
Don't even know her. Don't even know who she
don't
is.
even know her. Just seen her walking around France. This is the kind of woman that niggas used to build statues about. Okay,
Remember when niggas used to say, you know, you could send a woman into a fucking a kingdom and she'd tear that motherfucker down within 90 days. This is the kind of woman they was talking about.
Yo, this is Helen of Troy, bro. This is Helen of Troy.
This type of woman that you'll wake up and she'll have a knife at your throat. You wouldn't even be mad. Like, damn, baby, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Yeah.
Too bad she's a shit to her half sister, but okay.
She got a half, so that's crazy. Yeah, she look like she about psychotic. I can see it.
And you know what? That's all right with me.
Yeah,
That's
so
all right with me.
Let's
all right,
actually
before
go
we
on.
actually get into the next topic though, did you see you know DDG, right? You know DDG. So DDG started doing his own stream, like, you know, the Kai Cenat Mafia-thon, right? And he was like, I'm gonna go around and he's gonna stream with his boys or whatever and do that for whatever days. So I saw this and my first thought was, if these niggas can get on stream and say the things that they saying, Atreus, we don't have no excuse, bro. Because the kind of shit that this nigga just got away with is insane. Because I was scrolling TikTok yesterday, and it's DDG and his brother, and I'm just gonna let the clip play out. I'm just gonna let it play out.
How long you think before we actually get canceled? I think we already canceled. I don't even think our stream ready. Are you fine as shit, man? Kind of bad. How many niggas you think you can take at once? Whoa! Nah, nigga. No. How long?
That should be your opening question to all your guests. That's the first question you ask all your guests.
Listen. You most of this shit don't really make me laugh. When I be watching these niggas streams and shit, I'm like, yo, this is kind of corny. That shit killed me. Because he was like,
first of all, what the fuck that have to do with me? Why you say it's no excuse? Why I got not had no excuse?
I'm saying if these niggas could get on stream and he could flat out ask his bitch how many dicks she could take at once on Twitch, then
Oh,
hey,
because Twitch, you get away with everything. What are you?
That's not true. I got banned off Twitch because of my username. I played a game and I think I made it like
you ain't got no excuses. What they got to do with me?
I don't
I
know.
don't stream
I just
on
thought,
Twitch.
well, as soon as I saw this, I was like, "That's some shit Atreus would ask."
No, the fuck I wouldn't ask no shit. Man, come on. Anyway, man, let's get to the next topic. All right.
All right, let's get serious. No, that's the last topic. That's the last topic. We gotta talk about something different.
All right.
Let's talk about something different because Nadia has to go in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes. So
Yeah, about
for my
30 minutes. So,
stream, yeah.
and as we know, Nadia is not a big gamer like we are. So,
that's fucked up. Because the next topic,
that's fucked up. I play games.
What's the last game you played? I know because I be lurking. But what's the last game you played?
V Rising yesterday or Monday, and then some little horror games on the side. But I have a PlayStation 5. I have a Switch. I play games.
Oh, so you got a console with no games?
Cult of Lamb yesterday.
Hey, Cult of the Lamb. That's a fun game.
I was playing that all day yesterday. Yep.
That is a fun. Hey, if you. Oh, what the fuck?
You should see my Animal Crossing island. All right,
chat. Let's get to it. Let's get to work. All right. So apparently, there's a Halo Combat Evolved remake in co-development by Virtuous Studios and the team behind the Oblivion Remastered. Apparently, hybrid engine like Oblivion Remastered, and it releases in 2026. Apparently, they're supposed to reveal it on the 24th. I don't know how much I believe that, but people are confused and baffled because they feel like we already got this, but we didn't get this. We got a remaster, but not a remake.
Yeah, so I was about to say we already got a remaster, like what was that, 2018, 2019 or whatever, for Halo Combat Evolved, which just upscaled everything. But if they're doing it in the same way they did Oblivion, this is my reservations with it, which is okay. Sure, as a OG Halo fan, that's great. I love Halo.
Was Oblivion a remake?
They remade Oblivion like from ground up.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just a remaster. That's why I didn't play.
No, they remade that from the ground up, and it's a good remaster or a remake. It's an actual remake of a game. It's very good.
Let me go ahead.
But my problem is,
I used to play Halo in college. My username was Tip of Hope because I give you the tip of hope dry.
Wait, what?
Used to play the shit out of it.
Wait, so you let them put the tip in and be like,
no, me. My username was Tip of Hope, and I would fuck you dry because that's how good I was at Halo.
Oh, I thought you were saying like in college you would let them put the tip in and be like, nah.
No, man, no.
I was
Well,
about to say
my only if they're not using Unreal Engine 5, I'm fine with it. As long as they're not using that. Listen, I try not to get excited when I hear Halo, okay, because I miss Halo.
It wasn't a remake, nigga. It was a remaster.
But yeah, it was a remaster. Yeah, that's what I said.
I just asked you. I said, was it a remake or a remaster? You said it was a remake. You said they
no. I
rebuilt
said the Oblivion game. Yeah, it was a remake.
No, it was a remaster. I'm looking directly at it.
Oh shit. Well, I'm retarded then.
It's just the tip. You're right, MMA.
But listen, if they don't open up multiplayer servers for it, I just don't see the point. We already have the Master Chief Collection, right? So if they're not making Combat Evolved to the level of standard of like, I don't know, Halo 3, or it's graphically up there with like Halo Infinite or something like that, I just don't see the point.
But I think that's what they're going to do. And the reason I'm saying that is because I think they've delivered so many L's when it comes to Halo. They're going to what they might consider to be a guaranteed win. Because if you're like, you've rebranded to Halo Studios, you're no longer 343. You're Halo Studios now. All right. Infinite, you had a 10-year plan. You had
what?
You had a 10-year plan for Halo Infinite, and nigga, it didn't even make it a year. It didn't even make it a year. So now you're going to remake Halo because one, the Halo brand has lost market share. Nobody's talking about Halo no more. Remember, Halo used to be at the very peak of video games. Now, like, it ain't even in the middle no more. That shit is at the bottom. Niggas ain't thinking about Halo. So now you got to buy back. You got to get back some market share in the minds of gamers. And your answer is to remake Halo. Yeah.
Not with Space Marines out there, not with other games similar to, there's no way.
Yeah.
Unless you're adding something new.
And that's what I was just about to say. Unless you're going to do something significantly new with the remake, I'm sorry, I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I truly do not see how you can make, because the problem with Halo to me in general, not just a remake or Halo Infinite or anything like that, is just that Halo has an innovation problem. How do you innovate with Halo without making it not Halo? And the problem with Halo is that the OG fans, the ones who continue to support it, they don't want any innovation like that. They just want traditional Halo. But then the new people that are playing, that got time to sit around and play video games all day, is like, listen, nigga, I don't want to spend 3 plus hours a day playing Halo with them old ass mechanics. I just don't want to do it. And I can sympathize with that. And that's I think Halo, you got to focus on making the story as great as humanly possible. That's, in my personal opinion. I think the multiplayer, I don't want to say it should take a back seat, but the primary thing with Halo has always been the lore. And when that shit takes a back seat and the multiplayer just doesn't hit like everything else, like, I'm sorry, it is what niggas is looking for. Apex, Call of Duty, Battlefield,
Helldivers.
Niggas want my whole problem, and the reason why I liked Halo 4 as opposed to everybody else who hated Halo 4 is because in Halo 4, I had more customization with what I wanted to do with my weapons. You play Halo now, once you pick that gun up how it is, that's it.
Yeah.
Ain't no adding no scopes, no extended mags, no none of that shit. None of that customizable. Yeah, you can throw a skin on it, but that's it. I just don't think niggas want to play like that no more. And I just, when it comes to a military shooter, I don't want to be restricted in any way. And Halo fans are like, nah, because that's not Halo. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, let's enjoy that shit being in the dump then, because it's niggas don't want ADS. I'm like, I don't want to play any shooting game at all if I can't ADS. I can't think of one that I'm playing right now. What's a shooting game I played recently where there was no ADS? I think it was that Portal game, that fucking Portal game. No ADS. Then Halo fans were like, no sprint. I'm like, I can't sprint. Oh no.
I'm trying.
I can't.
Everybody in the chat knows I'm trying. I'm just trying to let him cook.
I'm an OG Halo fan too who has room for innovation. The most Halo fans feel like Kate. I mean, most of the OG Halo fans feel like Kato, where they don't want none of that new shit. And Halo 5, I love the fucking boost shit. I remember, and I was getting destroyed in that game too. I remember I ran up on a nigga from behind, pause, to kill him. He jumped up in the air, boosted behind me, landed, and then executed me, bro. I was so sick.
Muddy Waters makes sense so much now, but you're right, Chris.
Thank you, Nadia. No, bring her back on. Thank you. Listen, Halo is what, and this is my defense of Halo. Halo is what it is because of what it is, right? People like the fact that you can walk around and you don't have sprint. You don't have the ADS to shoot. You have all these guns, you have all these abilities, you have all these other things. People like the fact that it was an arcade shooter, right? And we don't have that kind of arcade shooter anymore. All you have is Call of Duty, basically. That's all you have. That's why I'm kind of excited that Battlefield is back.
Halo.
And that's the thing. People would play Halo if it was good. If it was good, people would play it. Now, look, I'm not going to defend Halo, right? Because we all know Halo Infinite dropped the ball. Rex
Vectum says, okay, can you not ADS in Halo? You in Halo Infinite
in certain guns, you can.
And I like Halo Infinite's multiplayer,
It's not
But
the same.
Hmm?
I'm saying it's not the same. Like if you have the assault rifle with Halo, like if it was Halo 3 or Reach and you ADS, right, and you start shooting it, it comes back out of the scope version of the assault rifle. So there really wasn't ADS in the conventional sense.
yeah,
So
like even in Halo Infinite, like when you got the assault rifle, when you hit the aim down sight button, the tradition what would be the aim down sight button, you don't really aim down sight. It just zooms in a little bit, which is retarded because there's no scope on it. So that makes no sense.
I mean, I don't see the point in this. I don't see
The
the
last
point.
Halo
We
I
already
played
have
was
the
Halo 3, so that's my knowledge.
Say that one more time, Nadia.
The last Halo I played was the third one, but in college.
Oh, you never play Reach?
Reach was a lot of fun.
Reach was good. You know, I mean, the armor abilities were kind of busted. They were kind of busted, and that's when they introduced Sprint with the armor abilities. But most people just didn't use it. They just used armor lock. But Halo died with Reach, if you ask me. I wish there was. I wish I could be excited for this. I just don't see the point.
It's just
like I
for
know
me-
there's supposed to be a showcase in about a month. But new Halo stuff, we're just supposed to show the next Halo game. But we know that big black bitch that they have working for the employment office and all the other people that they have working at Halo Studios. I just don't see it being a good game.
Salty Surprise says anything after 3 was dog shit. Yeah, let's go ahead and time you out.
I mean, Halo is exclusive to Xbox. I really don't see a lot of people playing Xbox now.
Oh no, it's not exclusive no more. It's gonna be on PlayStation.
Zone.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say
so
I
it's
see it. I
okay.
see the Master Chief Collection and everything else because it's already on PC. I 100% see that shit going to PlayStation.
It's going to
Mhm.
PlayStation. It's gonna
So is
be
that
$80.
just-
It's gonna be $80. And they're gonna
fucking
pretty much say,
ridiculous.
yeah, you can buy it on any platform you want to, or you can subscribe on Game Pass.
I am infuriated the fact that digital cost just as much as physical, and half the time you can't find it physical in the store anyways.
I agree.
But why am I paying for the same price when you don't have to package, you don't have to send me anything, I don't have something physically in my hands? It's a digital download. It should be cheaper. If you want to move people over to this type of like buying digital games, you should make the games cheaper. They shouldn't be as expensive as the physical fucking copy.
I agree. 100% I agree with Nadia. Digital goods, the fact that, you know, it's digital, right? So I feel like, you know, it shouldn't be the exact same. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't cost the exact same because it's not like a physical game. And it's not like you have to go to the store and buy it and you have all this download stuff. Like, it's digital. It should take off like a little
Yeah.
bit of the price because of convenience. So I do kind of
And
agree with that.
I'm more for you should find these games physical. Like what was the one that was really popular? The French one. I can't remember. I'm playing it right now and I can't even fucking remember the name.
Expedition 33.
Yeah, I haven't even finished it yet. But I
would
went
love
to go get a
to
physical
have that
copy of it.
physical, but I play it on PC. So I mean, what I'm gonna start doing is when I stop being a broke boy, I'm gonna start just getting collector's editions of games that I really want.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
I feel the same way.
That's what I'm gonna start.
That's
doing.
what I did for the Hellraiser game. I bought the collector's edition. Pre-ordered that one.
I tried to get that Black Myth Wukong collector's edition, but by the time I had the money for it, that bitch was sold out. Yeah,
Mhm. I feel the same. Yeah, I just don't see the point. I don't see the point in buying this. I don't see the point in making it when you have the Master Chief Collection. Just
well, if they introduce something that's new and that changes the, you know, that makes it. I ain't talking about story shit. They better not fuck with the story. But if they introduce some new, I don't know, like something new that might make me interested. But like going back and replaying it just because it's remade and I know it's gonna be $80, I'm not doing that.
yeah, I don't see the point. Now, if they actually remake it to the point where it's
That's what it is.
oh,
It's a
you know,
remake. It's a literal remake. But my whole thing is remake it to what? You know what I'm saying? Like you're remaking it. We know the graphics is gonna be better, but then what?
Yeah,
Are
what
we
are you
gonna
adding additional to?
Yeah, like what are you adding that's going to add to my experience other than better graphics, which was what the fucking remaster was about?
Yeah, I don't see the point, bro. I don't see the
You know
point.
what I'm saying? Are you going to give us new weapons? Are they going to be like new modes? Are they going to be like, what are we doing?
Whoa, hold on, Crease, my nigga. Why are you being retarded?
You wilding.
You wilding. Oh, hold on, wait, BRB.
All right, so We're gonna wait to get into the because I know Nadia got to leave in a little bit. We're gonna wait to get into the super chats. I was gonna go into another video game topic, but we don't want to leave Nadia out in the dark. No. We don't want to do that. So let's go with a fucking
video game. Jesus.
Huh?
I play fucking video games just because I don't talk about them all the time.
Oh, well, yeah, you did say that. Okay, so Netflix is in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Netflix is in trouble because when Space Daddy comes after you, you're in trouble, okay? Elon Musk is calling for everyone to cancel their Netflix subscriptions. Why? Well,
this is an old show and an old clip. This is an old show and an old clip.
Well, yeah, but see where got his attention was, and I'm going to pull it up. Let me see if I can find it because I'm sorry, my bookmarks be out of control, man. Like I be having all type of stuff. So what caught Space Daddy's attention was this shit right here. So Elon Musk said he canceled his Netflix account after they promoted a kids show which pushed transgenderism on kids and has been was written by an LGBTQ activist who mocked Charlie's assassination. So this is the guy that apparently made fun of Charlie Kirk's assassination. He says, "Why the fuck are you commenting on this, dickhead? You sympathy for any of the families being slaughtered by your weapons, but a random Nazi gets shot, and it's a public statement. You're such a fucking evil piece of shit." Yeah, look at this fucking weirdo. So this calls.
I lost my friend of over 20 years over Kirk's assassination because she had the same mentality.
Damn.
I'm not. I don't put up with that shit anymore. I don't, because I look at it and I look at. I didn't agree with Kirk completely, but for the most part, family first, God first, all this stuff I agree with. And I look at it and I'm like, this man has the same principles as my own husband. And if my own husband got shot, would you be celebrating it? So you're out. And yeah, I'm conflicted because I cover Stranger Things over on my channel, which is a Netflix show, and I really want to cancel Netflix. But I have put in so much work into that. So I don't know.
Listen, you better sail the high seas.
I am for the rest of the season and stuff. And on top of it, because the same thing, I was a huge Stephen King fan. He mocked Kirk as well. Fuck it. I'm not covering Stephen King shit on my channel. I'm putting away all my first edition books because I'm sure at some point they'll be worth money when he dies. But yeah, no more longer promoting King. Even though he apologized, that's his mentality. He apologized because he had a movie coming out, guys. He apologized because he's got The Running Man coming out. Welcome to Derry. He's apologizing because he's getting this backfire, not because he's actually sorry about it. No, I'm out.
Yeah. And so he says this is not okay. Oh my God, Dead End Paranormal Park, a show on Netflix, is pushing transgender stuff on children. This show is advertised for 7-year-olds. So we'll get into that clip. But right now we're going to take a look at this clip right here. How to share this one instead. So first of all, I have way more problems with this clip than it being about transgenderism. I have a problem with the fucking writing that makes entirely no goddamn sense. So I'm gonna play this really quick. Yeah.
It took a while, but we finally found a file for a Bailey Del Vecchio. Is 32 Burnhill Road still the current address? Yeah. Have you been giving him fluids? If he's dehydrated, we'll need to place an IV. Have him change into this. I don't want. Well. I hear someone's.
I just want you to pay attention. We don't know. I just want y'all to pay attention to how many times this bitch said him, he, this, that, and the third, and then the fucking niglet baby goes, I don't want the blue one. Let's keep going.
I'm feeling well. Let's take a look at the little man.
Little man?
Can I please talk to you too?
It is a boy.
Okay.
I know that you guys are busy, but
right.
As you would see, if you looked at her and not her chart, Bailey is not a boy. And by treating her like one, you are completely ignoring who she is.
All right, let's pause this. Let's pause this.
This shit pisses me off. Why are we doing this to our children? Let kids be fucking kids. Why are you pushing shit like this on to kids? Why are you trying to make kids adults? Children should have a childhood. I thought that's the whole point of what we fought for this country and all this stuff is let kids be let kids grow up in a safe, loving environment and not have this shit pushed up again.
There's so much before you even get to the transgender stuff. There's so much shit that's awful with this fucking writing and so retarded. First of all, I take you at your word. This is a little boy that believes he's a fucking girl. Okay, cool. The doctor comes in and you make it a point with the writing. The bitch comes in and says, yeah, so he, you know what I'm saying, is probably feeling like this. Let's give him a gown so that he and him, and then the other doctor comes in and say, yeah, let's help him. Yeah, let's help the little man. Like, bitch, we get it. The doctors clearly see a little boy. Okay, okay, we get it. That part. Then these doctors can only think of it two ways. They're only going to have one or two mindsets. Either one, they have the mindset of I'm looking at this chart and it says he's a boy, so I'm going to treat him like a boy because that's my goddamn job, to not cater to his feelings and to cater to what's real. So I come in, I see that he's presenting as a girl. Doesn't matter to me though, because I'm a doctor and I got to do my fucking job. So I'm going to refer to him as a boy. Why the fuck would a little ass girl taking you out to fucking complain about us calling him a boy change my alternative? My response to the little bitch would have been, listen, I understand that your little brother thinks he's a girl, but I am a doctor, bitch. I have a job to do. And referring to him as a girl when he's actually a boy could be a detriment to his existence. Do you want your little brother to die? Okay, now let's switch it back. Let's go back and say that they have the other mindset to where they would be accepting, right? Well, they can clearly see the little nigga as presenting as a girl, so they would have never came in and referred to him as a boy anyway.
Exactly.
So this fucking scene doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It makes zero sense. I'm gonna let y'all go first before I go, because I'm gonna go to fuck off. I'm not gonna lie.
Go ahead, Nadia.
I don't care what the fuck you do as an adult, though I am pretty much pro women having their own spaces for a long list of reasons. But as an adult, I don't care what you do. But pushing this on kids, and you're right, Atreus, the scene is written poorly. But it's the purpose of, we have to make this so kids see this, because this is the Babysitter Club or whatever, their new version of this show that is directed towards young adults and younger. Little kids are going to be watching this and thinking it's okay for this kind of stuff. And on top of it, also, to add to that, doctors have to treat you based off your sex due to some things. Like, what happens if he's got like a UTI or something, something's going on down there? They have to treat it as you are born biologically a male. There's reasons why this comes into play.
If I come in and refer to your little boy as a girl, and a nurse overhears me fucking say that, and she brings in some fucking medicine for a damn girl, and you're a boy, well, that can have ramifications, doesn't it?
Yeah, depending on what's happening,
your dosage may depend on your sex. I'd imagine a man can tolerate a higher dosage of, what is it, metamorphine or some shit like that. I don't know. It's called something. It's a big ass word. I'm black. Give me grace. But yeah, I'd imagine men can tolerate higher doses of certain medicine as opposed to women.
It's not even that. That's true, but it's the fact he's a little boy. If he's got issues going on, say down there, they're gonna have to treat it as a boy. Like, just this is not allowing children to be children and just have imaginations. This is pushing on a agenda on them to make them decide to have adult decisions about their life when they are younger than 10. Like, at 10, some people think they're fucking dinosaurs. Doesn't mean you're gonna like let them be a fucking dinosaur. I'm sure some of you have had kids. Those in the chat have had kids. When you have little kids, they wear costumes. Sometimes they don't fucking take them off for a week. They think they're Superman. Like, that doesn't mean they're gonna have a life-changing surgery to make them Superman and it's gonna work.
All right.
Sorry.
Here we go. Here we fucking go. So obviously, as a man with a daughter and a son or whatever, when I see shit like this, it actually does make me like legitimately angry. Like, I don't get angry right? Like for real. Like I might rage at a game or something like that, but I'm not angry. Like things like this make me angry because you're taking the innocence away from somebody that is in all facets an innocent being. Like they're only molded by what their surroundings are. So if you surround them with all kind of delusion and lies about who they are, they're gonna grow up to end up like individuals who don't know who they are and are gonna be mentally ill because of the surroundings they're with. And if you could target a child and try to take advantage of a child, like I see you as the lowest of the low of anything. If you're that kind of person where you would lie to a kid and go, well, obviously you're a boy, but you're telling me you're a girl. Well, I'm just going to treat you as one. No, you're an adult. It's your job to go, hey, no, that's not right. Like the same way you would tell a child, hey, don't steal this bubble gum at Walmart. You have to pay for it. You go, hey, don't walk around and think you're a girl if you're a boy, because that has ramifications for it, right? So when I see things like this, like the first thing that goes to my mind is if some retarded fucking teacher was like, oh, try to tell my daughter that she's a boy. Like I would want to beat that bitch's ass because I'm like, no, don't lie to my child, right? So if it's not acceptable there, if it's not acceptable in Walmart, if it's not acceptable anywhere, it shouldn't be acceptable in your programming where a bunch of children watch this stuff. Like there's stuff on Netflix and YouTube and all these other places that try to convince these children they're not what they are. And that is not right. Like it doesn't even matter what side of the aisle you're on. Trying to confuse a child is evil. Point blank, period. Like there's no justification for it, right? So I hate when I see stuff like this. However, we've been talking about this for a decade, right? Like I hate the fact that Elon Musk, Libs of TikTok, all these other motherfuckers, Benny Johnson, shout out to all of them. They're cool. But you motherfuckers have been saying that pop culture and cape shit and all this other stuff, that's nerd talk. And y'all have ignored the fucking culture for a decade plus. There's a reason why there's the Netflix joke of, oh, we're going to make a documentary on somebody and then you make them black or you make them gay. There's a reason why that's a joke, because we've been talking about this for a fucking decade. The clips this clip right here, this is from an old show. It's canceled. The clips that they're showing about the Transformers show, that was like from 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That show's canceled. The one with the cow where she's talking about how she's non-binary. We've seen that clip for years. That show is canceled. We've been talking about this for a long, long time. Like Star Wars. Everybody's like, hey, they're trying to interject some shit into Star Wars. You should pay attention to that. Marvel and DC Comics, 10 plus years ago, when they made fucking Iceman gay, everybody's like, hey, you should probably pay attention to this, because the people that read this stuff are the younger generation and they're molded by entertainment. Regardless if people want to admit it or not, our culture is pop culture. It is. Movies, games, books, comics, TV shows, all this shit. That is our culture. So when we've been saying for a fucking decade that, hey, they keep making everything gay, you should probably pay attention to that. And you say, well, Star Wars is for nerds, or anime is for nerds and neckbeards and people, and games is for people who live in basements and all that shit. The reason why it got this far is because you stupid motherfuckers have been ignoring it for a decade. That's why people like Neurotic, Critical Drinker, fucking Mauler, Geeks and Gamers, all of us that are here right now, there's a reason why we're on YouTube, because the people that had the legitimacy didn't listen when we're saying, hey, they keep making everything not the way that it's supposed to be. So when you see stuff like this, like, yeah, I'm sorry, it's fucking egregious, it's annoying, but it's not our fault. It is not even the left's fault. It's the right's fault, because you motherfuckers ignored it for a decade. You ignored it. So when I say like I see the libs of TikTok and I see the Elon Musk and all of them talking about, well, now you need to cancel your Netflix and now we need to, hey, they're indoctrinating our children. No fucking shit. We've been saying that for a long time. And but now Elon Musk tweeting about it. That means it's serious. Motherfucker, in 2015, there were shows coming out where you had a bunch of dudes banging each other, and everybody's like, "Yo, that's fucking weird." But now it's we need to pay attention now. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That shit annoys me, man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
While on one end I empathize with that point, but like to me that's not important because the simple fact of the matter is, nerd culture didn't become mainstream until recently. So it makes sense to me that niggas wasn't paying attention. I mean, to be honest with you, the only reason niggas is paying attention to nerd culture now is because nerd culture has become so influential, and a part of us have grown up and become adults. Like anime, like when we was in school, it wasn't popular to like anime. Yeah, everybody like it now because the people and the kids in school that like anime are now adults and they have a lot more influence. They making money. They doing stuff now. And now, like, and I'm a big believer that women take on the personality of their men. So if you're a woman and you grew up and you didn't watch anime like that, and you dated a dude who watched it, and because you liked him so much, you started watching anime with him, and you're like, oh, this shit ain't so bad. No, I'm trying to avoid women who watch anime. The shit's annoying. But anyway, that's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is the reason why they never paid attention to it is because not because they didn't think that part was important. It's just because they didn't think that nerds were all that important to begin with. And now they understand that nerd culture has become American culture. And that's the reason why they're paying attention to it right now. I just don't think that Elon Musk is really the nerd like that. I just don't really think he's nerd like that he's tried to portray himself to be. Otherwise he would have known like this. The only reason these people know about this stuff now is because a lot of the most prominent nerds are becoming very influential. You got Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker going up on Piers Morgan. You think Piers Morgan give a fuck about nerd shit? Hell the fuck no. And so as this shit gets more and more popular, like it just now it's starting to spread. Now people are becoming much more aware. You got fucking Matt Walsh talking about Star Wars. This nigga don't fucking care about nerd shit. Yeah, maybe he watching Star Wars movies, but go ahead, Nadia.
A lot of people think Tim Pool is just news right now, right? Political news. Everybody doesn't remember he got his start by covering like pop culture stuff, movies and things like that on YouTube. Now he's bigger into politics, but that, politics and nerd culture or culture in general always are downstream from each other. And a lot of these prominent ones like Benny Johnson and stuff, I like them, but they didn't see the connection to it. They just thought
they didn't
front off. But millennials is the biggest population right now, and millennials grew up with a lot of this stuff. So that's why there's a lot more of that influence coming through.
Yeah, so I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't really take that stance of they didn't care about it before. I just think that you had a bunch of motherfuckers they didn't care about. It's not, I don't think it's that they didn't care about this stuff being in the stuff before. I think is they was hearing yapping from people they didn't really think were that important. And now that like, holy shit.
That's my point though. That's my point though. Because
but I don't think that
it would be a good excuse if it was like, I don't know, late 2010s where it's still kind of taboo, even though gaming was starting to become more mainstream, anime, comics, all that was starting to become more mainstream. It was still taboo to see like, oh, you got a bunch of nerds walking around, all this other shit. This shit has been going on since like 2011, 2013, 2014. It's way past the time of saying, oh, well, that's just not important. Like, no, it is important because movies, TV, comics, and all that has been a part of our culture for even longer than that. So if you can't see the influence of what that has on the people that consume it, then you were in the wrong. Like those people,
there's
like the Elon Musk.
There's a little bit of a pushback. Older generations were, there are comic books and movies that are influential through each generation. But I'm telling you, it's the millennials. It's not till the millennials kind of grew up. We grew up with pop culture that this has spread. So a lot of
it wasn't until millennials that this nerd stuff actually became a part of our personality. Yeah. This used to just be a escape for them. Like it was, let's go see a Star Wars movie, and then after that we'll talk about it. But it's back to our real life. We the ones that was going to see this shit and then coming home and living it. Like me when I went and saw the first X-Men movie, I was a kid, obviously. That's like I was living this shit. I felt like I was living in the fucking world. Now that I'm an adult, like this is our life for real. Like it's almost like the real life comes secondary for us. So for these people, and you said like this shit been in our culture since like 2011, 2013. For them, I don't think it's that they didn't care about this stuff. They just didn't believe it was important because they didn't believe we were important. Not that it wasn't important. Is that we wasn't important. And I'm a big believer in show your worth. So during 2013, when Call of Duty was putting out microtransactions, and we watched anime, but we wasn't big on it, nigga. We had no idea that nerd culture. I mean, we're living in a reality where Demon Slayer at the box office is blowing away real movies. Demon Slayer. Yep. How much did that shit? Didn't it get like 400 million? No, it was like 600.
Yeah, it's
600 million.
Nigga,
over
Demon Slayer and anime made more money than two big ass movies from Marvel and DC.
And it's still going. It's still going too. It's staying in theaters this year.
Matter of fact, me and Kata just went to Dragon Con. How many Superman cosplays did you see? Can't remember one. How many? I don't even know what the main character from Demon Slayer is. I know he wore that green and black checkered fucking. I saw that shit everywhere.
Yeah, I've seen the movie 3 times. I've seen it 3 times in theaters. 3 times.
Well, I think that just goes to kind of my point. Really, is more of like they weren't paying attention to the culture, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but I'm saying I don't want to look at it like, nah, nigga, we been telling y'all this and y'all wasn't listening to us. They didn't have a reason to listen to us. But now that since we have such a grip on American culture, they don't have a choice. I'm not gonna be mad about it because there's a lot of motherfuckers that I didn't listen to because I didn't think that was important either. Like,
they're not nerds.
I still ain't listening to them.
Majority of them are not nerds. Majority of them had kids younger. They have families. They don't tread waters into the nerd culture.
Like, why would Matt Walsh care if we come to him and say, man, they keep putting this transgender stuff in our anime? This nigga said he think anime is demonic anyway. Why would he care?
But I understand your point, Kata. Like, people have been screaming from their lungs for the last 10 years of watch out. This is the stuff that's going to influence kids. This is the stuff that's influencing the next generation in this pop culture stuff. Watch out. And it's not till now because all these clips that the Libs of TikTok has been pulling up and stuff are all older shows. Like you're saying, all canceled shows already. And I actually think it's a harm to the swing where we're seeing a lot of things being canceled, a lot of things being rewritten or removed. I think bringing this stuff up to the surface again is actually harming the good that's happening now, where people are like, yeah, we're going to not spend our money here. We're going to spend our money here. We're going to talk with our wallet. And I think just move past it and just build that future without bringing all this stuff back up.
So let me ask you this, Nadia, do you actually believe Netflix has lost $15 billion in market since users began canceling?
I don't think they've lost 15. Maybe they've lost 15 billion in market. I mean, Netflix doesn't have anything to offer, but you're going to see a spike come November when Stranger Things season 5.
I was thinking that same thing because I know I'm watching Stranger Things now. Whether I haven't had a Netflix account in 2 years.
Netflix doesn't have any major pop culture shows that people are excited for to see, right?
They did, and then they fucked them up.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Stranger Things is next, and then after that, I mean, they fucked The Witcher. The Witcher's awful after the last season. Most of their major IPs.
When does season 2 of One Piece come out?
Is that next year? Next year? Yeah,
that's messed up Wednesday.
I think that's the last. As a matter of fact, I think One Piece was the last thing I watched on Netflix.
Just don't watch that god awful Avatar show. Jeez.
I only have Netflix because I cover Stranger Things. That is the only reason I have Netflix. Other than that,
I'm not gonna sit here and grift. I'm not gonna sit here and grift like they don't have some good movies and good shows on. I'm not gonna do that. I've seen like what's one that I saw them playing at the barbershop. That movie with Denzel Washington and ASAP Rocky in it.
That's not Netflix though. That's Apple TV.
Well, there you go.
I mean, they might have lost 15 billion, but I don't think it's going to be. I think the pushback from Cuties was bigger than this. I'd be curious to see what happened with their market share after the whole Cuties debacle that happened.
Ain't them kids in their 30s now?
They are.
No. Millie Bobby Brown is literally 21, and she put out a picture recently.
Whew. I gotta. Speaking of which, I gotta go because I have my own stream.
Okay.
Sorry,
all right.
Yes. Nadia has to go. Everyone, we're losing our female representation again.
Sorry,
but it's fine. It's fine. Hey, let the people know who you are and everything to come check you out before you dip up out of here.
YouTube Horror with Nads. I cover horror stuff on my channel, from TV, movies, books, comics. I'm big into comic books, and I play games over there as well. Fridays we do Stranger Things rewatch. We're doing season 4, episode 6 today, and then we're gonna have a watch party for the finale as well. So yeah.
Yes,
me over there.
y'all go follow her. All right, how close are you to 1,000? Wait,
I'm
aren't you
over
over
1,000.
1,000?
Yeah,
Aren't you
I'm
over
over.
1,000? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Make sure y'all go sub up. Her channel is in the description. Okay. Y'all go
And I'm
show
not a
Nadia
gilf.
some love. She's not
But I
that
hope-
old.
Yeah, but hopefully one day be a MILF. Anyway, have a great night, everybody. Thank you guys for inviting me. Always a great time to be on. Yep, and I'm
course.
usually on Circle of Jerks too as well. So
Yeah.
the-
Hell
all
yeah.
right,
We'll
I'll
see
catch
you
guys
later.
Bye.
Peace. All right. Fucking Netflix. No, you know what's annoying though? I've started rewatching The Walking Dead, and it's on Netflix.
Is what?
It's only on Netflix, so I can't
Damn.
anywhere else. But unless I got away. I got
Of
away.
course, of course.
I just-
Everything I've been watching lately been on the seas.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, me and my nigga Jack Sparrow, we tight, bro. We tight. We tight with it. But yeah, hey, I just think, I mean, it is good to put a highlight on everything that's happening in the culture. I just see it as, I don't know, maybe it's just a purism thing. I just see them as fucking pretenders for real, because it's like, nigga, we told you this like fucking 10 years ago with comics.
Well, and
We
I
told
think a
you
lot of
this.
this has to do with
Marvel,
the fact
we
that
told you this.
I do give you this credit. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that nigga didn't care until they started fucking with him, until somebody that's
Yeah.
associated with them started fucking with him. So it's like
Yeah.
Elon Musk is one of them petty ass niggas. Like, yeah, I'll leave you alone until you start fucking with me. Now I'm coming after you. So I'll say that. I'll definitely give you that.
That's how I feel. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's fucked up. You know, your son thinks he's a girl and everything like that. I'm sure that hurts a lot. You know, I'm sure. But my guy, we told you this was happening. If you would have listened to us a decade plus, you probably would have had a handle on it. Because the entertainment and all the things that he's been consuming for the last decade plus has been gay shit. You know, we've been saying that, man. You know, they took everything that we loved and threw it into the ground. They took Star Wars, the most valuable IP of all time.
Did you get anything in the autumn sale? Steam
Fuck
sale?
no. There's nothing I'm interested. My backlog is crazy. I got things that I actually need to start playing.
Yeah,
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I bought Rise of the Ronin. I got like I said, I bought Final Fantasy Rebirth. I feel like it's something else I recently bought.
Hey, shout out Angmar. Hold on. Shout out Angmar because he just gifted me Dying Light on Steam. Hold on, let me show him out for a quick. Pause. Oh, that was gay. Pause. Shout out Angmar. You know what I mean? Hey, gifted me Dying Light. I appreciate that. Hell yeah, dude. This is Dying
I'm
Light.
gonna drop
Dying Light is a banger, bro, for sure.
yeah, I'm gonna
Haven't
drop
played
my
this since it first
friend
came out.
code for anybody who wants to add a trace. I just dropped my friend code in the chat. So you know what I'm saying? You can
Hold on, wait. Fuck this. Hold on, wait. Let me drop my friend code real quick. Hold on. Let me drop mine too.
for
Let me drop mine
anybody,
too. If y'all want to
especially if you play Marvel Rivals. If you play Marvel Rivals, for the love of God, bro. Just oh yeah, I had bought Hypercharge because somebody said we was gonna play it, but then everybody backed out of it.
Bro, I don't know what game we gonna be playing, bro. I hope it's cool, man. I hope it's cool. Fucking I know for sure I'm about to finally tomorrow. I'm getting into Superhero Simulator. I want to play that. That's an indie game. That Davy X Jones game. I want to play that. I want to play Mega Bunk, but bro, my PC, I don't know what bro, I need to upgrade my fucking PC so bad, dude. It's so ass. It's so ass. I can't even play Mega Bunk. I can't even play Mega Bunk, bro. And that game is under 500 gigabytes. Or megabytes. I'm sorry, megabytes.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Yeah. I like roguelikes, guys. But if anybody want to give your boy Silent Hill F, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
Yeah, that's all I play is roguelites. Hey, shout out ABF, by the way. ABF, Nerd Wars, and Hayden Wayne on Wednesday. We were playing Crab Champions. That shit was fun. Hell yeah. Let's get to these super chats real quick, and then we're going to get to our final topic. Where is Dr. Umar at? There he is.
Donations, gifts.
Hell yeah. Let's go. We got Salty Surprise. Hold on. Y'all already know exactly which clip needs to be played. Shout out Salty Surprise with a 279 saying Atreus starring in Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo is crazy, bro. That's wild. Girthy Banana with a 199 saying lies, monkeys can't swim. They don't float ever. That's crazy, bro. Sir Loins with a 499 saying only reason Kata can swim is because he built like a floaty. All right, bro. Y'all are wildin'. Girthy Banana throws one banana for $1. Shout out
It's
to
a food fight. They literally.
MMA Crease with a 2. What's good, my boy? Saying I'm good at swimming. I taught my white friends. Hey. The Grateful Gamer, a member for 6 months. Saying the skinny snow bunny booty hunter Atreus, curveless cake crusader Atreus, the pale lady punisher Atreus, the BNWO activist. Wow.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. My next relationship, nigga, is gonna be with somebody from overseas. I am not. Fuck you. Fuck you.
He gifted you the same thing.
Yes.
He gifted you the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to Eric Jenkins. Because he just gifted us Return to Monkey Island.
Oh, that's not what I got.
He said, "Yo, monkey's gonna learn." All right, I'll accept your gift. Thank you.
I got Legend of the Ape.
What?
A Legend of the Ape. Legend of the fucking Ape.
That's wild. Legend of the Ape is crazy. That's crazy. Oh man, that's wild, bro. Shout out guy named Gray with a 2 saying Master Cheeks and his gaping halo.
Oh
wow. A guy named Gray came in with another 5 saying I liked Halo 4 because it was the last campaign I got to play with my dad. Oh, rest in peace. He was heartbroken when I told him Halo 5 was only online co-op.
Damn.
And hey, fuck them for that, by the way, because Halo 5 co-op worked. It worked. They just were too lazy to implement it. Shout out Dragon Reborn with a 10 saying under Halo Studios and that diesel heifer Punani Liquor who heads it, but there will never be another good Halo. They will have Master Cheeks spreading it to let the Covenant enter his Halo.
They really ruined Master Chief's image with that shit, bro.
Dude, you had Master Chief banging the fucking enemy and having temper tantrums. Oh, God. Who the fuck? Shout out Alucard with a 2. What's good? Saying whoever's running Netflix needs to be locked up. I mean, I can't say that. They're making money. They're the only streaming service, to their credit.
Yeah.
They're the only streaming service that makes money. The only one. Sir Loins with a 499 saying, I've been saying this and I'm going to say it again. This is not right versus left. This is sense versus nonsense. 100%. 100% correct, my boy. James Up with a 5 saying it's not we have been ignoring it. It's we were canceled for speaking about it. It was Elon that reversed that by buying Twitter.
That's also true.
That is a good point as well. Elon Musk buying Twitter is like the single most important thing to happen in like the last 5 years.
I think it might have changed the election, to be honest with you.
I think it did. Elon Musk buying Twitter is probably like, that's one of those things where people go look back in the history books like, yo, that was a turning point.
Yeah.
Gertie Banana with a 199 saying, oh shit, the monkey's throwing bananas. No, nigga, that's you.
Yeah.
Sirloin said it already with a 199 saying the trades you like roguelikes. Yeah, we already said he did.
Sir.
Yo, we should play, bro. We should play Risk of Rain 2 this weekend, bro. We should.
This nigga keep talking to me about Risk of Rain. I don't even know.
Yo,
what
do we
you're
have any Risk of Rain 2 lovers in the chat, bro? Risk of Rain 2 is like, bro, that shit's so fun, though. I have almost 300 hours in that shit. Shout out Sirloin to the 199 saying you play Enter the Gungeon yet? 1-inch warrior. Wow, that's crazy because I'm swinging my shit. And second of all, no, not yet. I will tonight actually on my Steam Deck. Playing on my Steam Deck. Dude, bro, Risk of Rain 2 is so fucking fun, especially with mods. Oh my god. Great the banana with a 199.
nigga, I'm not putting no mods on my shit.
And he's throwing bananas.
It's a food fight. They literally.
Yo, mods are so easy, bro. Like the Thunderstore, it's called Thunderstore Mod Manager. It has hella games on here, and you just download the mods, and that's it. It works.
I don't want to download no mods, bro.
It's so easy, bro.
It's not about the ease of use. It's about I just don't want to do it. I'm only willing to take my PC experience so far, and downloading mods is just not something I'm willing to do.
Niggas. Oh wow, I didn't know they had that on here. Okay. Bro, there's a mod for Peak that increases the player count from 4 to like 16.
That's insane.
Yeah, bro. It's insane, bro. It's insane.
All right.
Yeah, everybody knows I play with mods, but the only mods I play with are ones that enhance the game that don't make it easy. I don't play with easy mode mods because that's gay. That's what gay niggas do. And also over there on Rumble, Lord Deccan came in with a 20 banger. Then I see these beautiful fucking titties. And it's so nice. Actually, gotta see it twice. Look at them titties. Hey, look at them titties. And he says, this has been a fantastic episode. Yo, shout out to you for holding down the Rumble chat, bro. Shout out to the Rumble chat, bro.
It's crazy because we be getting super chats on Rumble, and we ain't getting none of that.
Hey, somebody tell Hypno to tell the CEO of Rumble to hit us up because they just don't want to pay us apparently. Sirloins with a 499 saying you gonna be saying Risk of Rain who after playing Enter the Gungeon. I'm gonna play it, bro. I will play it. I promise. I'm gonna download it on my Steam Deck.
I love how when you Google Rumble, the actual Rumble site doesn't even pop up on the first page. That shit is hilarious.
All right, man. Now it's time to talk about the actual big topic of the night, bro. It's time. It's time to talk about it.
All right.
Oh, Lord have mercy, boys. It's happened. Now, we are both, under my understanding, we're both a couple of former Xbox fanboys. I used to be an Xbox player. I used to love Xbox. I used to play the shit out of my Xbox, even through the Xbox One era, which was admittedly one of the worst eras in gaming for them. It was terrible. Ever since, even when the Xbox Series X came out, I was still there. I'm one of those guys that had Xbox Live Gold. Niggas don't even remember Microsoft points. They don't even remember that. I was an Xbox guy. We hit tier 3, by the way. So we got to take another fucking shot. Got to take a shot. But yes, Xbox used to be what it was. But ever since that Xbox One era, they've been tanking. And over the last year, you've seen what they did. They increased the price of Xbox Game Pass. They tried to increase the price of their first-party studios games from $70 to $80. And people told them to fuck off. But now they done and did it. They done increased the price of Xbox Game Pass. The ultimate version, by the way, which back in the day when they started Xbox Game Pass used to be the premium version. People are lying and saying, oh, it was always, you never always had first-party studio access. That's a lie. When they started Xbox Game Pass, it was for the low price of $10. When it started, it was $10 a month. You got access to hundreds of games in their first-party studios. They increased that to $15, and then you had access to the first-party games and hundreds of games, right? Now, if you want to have day one access to their infinite library of good games, you know, you want to play the Outer Worlds 2, you want to play whatever other game they have coming out with Indiana Jones, you want to play Call of Duty, you have to cough up $30 a month. And these other two tiers, well, those really don't really matter. Because even if you're paying $15 a month, which used to be the standard, you still don't get games day one. It says new Xbox published games within a year of launch. Is that a week, 2 weeks, 3 months, 6 months? You don't know because they don't tell you. So now, if you want to play Call of Duty, you want to play all these other games day one, if you want a Fortnite Battle Pass, along with a Fortnite Music Pass, along with a Fortnite Season Pass, along with a Rocket League Pass, along with Ubisoft Plus and EA Play, you got to pay $30 a month for Xbox Game Pass, which took the value of the most valuable thing in gaming and completely upcharged the price by 50%. Atreus, how you feel about this, my boy? Because my food just got here.
So here's the thing. There's an argument that could be made, right? Now, hold on. There's an argument to be made that like you can compare this to cable, where like cable is like, you know, if you get the lower tier versions, you can pay 60, 70, you know, $80 or whatever the case may be, and you're supposed to get all these channels. And you can say if you only play video games, you don't watch cable, well, $30 a month. You know what I'm saying? $30 a month, and I get to play all of these games. And I mean, I don't watch TV, so that's all I'm going to be doing is playing games. Here's the problem with that, though. See, when you pay for cable, I mean, all right, you get a bunch of different channels. You get Stars, MSNBC, CNN, all the sports channels, MTV. Imagine if you was paying for cable, nigga, and the only channels you got was PBS, the local channels, BET, and Telemundo. The fuck am I paying for? You can't justify it. You're paying $30 a month. What games are you looking forward to? Xbox has nothing. They have nothing coming out that's worth looking forward to. Niggas talking about Gears of War, GE, something. I don't know. Nobody give a fuck about Gears of War no more. A Halo remake, yawn. Nobody cares. And so, the best deal in gaming. Listen, nigga. You got to provide some sort of value. The slap in the face for the Fortnite shit, I'm sorry. I can't believe niggas is still playing Fortnite. 400 plus games, and not the best games. What are the best games that came out this year? That came out on Game Pass? I'll give you one. Expedition 33. Oh, yeah, and Wu-Chang. Fallen Feathers. What they're doing is they're taxing you to help them justify paying for the third-party, first-party exclusive that's going to come to this, not first-party exclusive, first-party games to come to the platform. Because they've canceled everything. So they're going to make you pay. They're going to make you finance the money they got to forward or front load to these third-party developers to have their game on Game Pass. It wasn't sustainable. Yeah, if Redfall had been something, okay, great. Indiana Jones, I mean, I guess it was good. Apparently wasn't that good. If Avowed would have hit something, okay, great. Now we got people have a reason to come to Game Pass. But without any really good games coming from your platform, I mean, from your studios, what are we on Game Pass for?
What's the point?
All of the best games are not on the platform. So now, while you talking shit, you're complaining about they still the best deal in gaming. I'm gonna pay $30 and be able to play all of these games while you have to pay full price for them. You fucking dummy. The best games that are coming out, whether we think they're woke or whether they're not, doesn't matter. Because while I'm just paying full price for that game, you gotta pay full price and pay $30 a month. What the fuck?
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about all this is the fact that people think that Game Pass is for gamers, right? It's not. It's for normies. Game Pass is for people that don't play games as much as, you or I do. Like, if we play games, we'll buy the games or we'll find a discount or we'll do all that other stuff. Game Pass is for the people that spend money on about 1 to 3 games a year, because the average customer of people that play games only buy 1 to 3 games per year. That's who Game Pass was for. All those Xbox people that don't really buy games so that they could try games that they otherwise wouldn't play. Right? And it was a good value. $15, $10 a month for all of these games made complete sense to people. And I said this yesterday, and I'm going to say it again. But once you put $30 per month beside anything, it's a psychology thing. Once people see that, they're not willing to buy it. You can spend $30 right now on a bunch of food. I just Uber Eats some fucking Chili's, right? It was about $20-something. Didn't pay no mind to it. You tell me I got to spend $20-something per month to Uber Eats. I'm not fucking doing it. It's a psychology thing. People just don't want to do that. And in the position that you're in with Xbox, where people already aren't buying your consoles, what the fuck makes you think they're going to want to spend $30 per month on your service when you have games like South of Midnight dropping, Avowed dropping, all those garbage games on your platform? They don't want to do it. So, and it wasn't already at a good look because you're already increasing the prices of your consoles to $650 fucking dollars for a 5-year-old console. You already tried to increase the price of your games from $70 to $80. You got Nintendo Switches dropping for $500. You got increasing of all this other stuff that you have in your day-to-day life. You have to pay your bills. You have to eat. You have to pay for gas. You have to do all this other stuff. And then on top of that, $30 a month to play some mid games. Nobody's doing that. So they just, in my opinion, they just sealed the deal on their entire thing. Like I've always said this is their last console generation. They're going to go to Sega route. They're going to go that route. Like where they're not going to be making consoles anymore. They're just going to be developing games. And this is not, I need y'all to quote me on this, by the way. This is not the last time they're going to increase the price of Game Pass. This is not the last time they're going to do that.
Well, like I said, they're trying to they're trying to turn it into like a cable service, right? Like I was saying, I don't think you heard what I was saying because you was out getting your food, but it's like with cable, you pay a price a month, and then you get a bunch of different channels, and you sit there and watch TV. But see, if you're a gamer, the idea is that you're going to pay a certain amount a month, and you get all of these games that you're going to play. They're like channels. The problem with Game Pass is all the best channels are not on their service, aka the best games. The best games of the year are just not on there. You might get 1 or 2 channels that are good, but if you want to watch the best sports games, the best movie channels, the best channels with the most music, shit, all that you got to buy that externally. So you paying extra dollars a month, right? And let's keep it a bean. You're not going to be attentive enough to cancel it when you don't need it. You're not doing that.
And that's
They banking on that.
That's what they bank on.
You want to be able to play the game when you're ready to play it. Some of your months, you're going to have a lot of free time where you can sit there and play it, right? But you're thinking, hey, I'm going to pay for Game Pass this 1 month. I'm going to play the game for 40 hours, and then I'm going to cancel my Game Pass. Okay. Work all in there, asking you to work some extra hours. You got a family event. You got a wedding to go to. You know what I'm saying? Your girl up your ass tripping. You know what I'm saying? Football season just started. Your mind is being pulled. You got kids. Your mind is being pulled in different places. You ain't thought about canceling that shit. And you ain't been able to play the game as much as you wanted to. Oh, congratulations. That's the second month you're finna be playing it. Or the holidays is coming up. You may want to save that $30, but you preparing for the holidays, you ain't got time to play as much as you want to. Might as well go on and keep it another month. I still got to get to it. Oh well, nigga, it's October. You still got November and December, so that's 2 extra months. You finna keep Game Pass because you ain't been able to get to the game yet, and you don't want to cancel it because you ain't got your $30 worth yet. But you about to pay $90.
Yep.
It don't make sense.
Overall,
so
it's 300.
But go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say by the time you get to January, where you have enough time to sit down and play the game, you done paid $90 to play one game.
Yep.
One game. So nah, you can't. You can't.
You want to know what's worse? I found this out yesterday on stream. What's worse is this only applies to Xbox gamers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I found it out today too. I think PC Game Pass went up to like
$1.49. It's
no, it went up like $4 because it was like $12 and now it's $16.
Well, but if you look at it though, that is still an increase in price. That's crappy. But if you look at it, the premium for Xbox is $15.99. You don't get day one games on that, which was the whole sale of Xbox Game Pass, which is you get the games day one if you have the Game Pass. Now you can't do that unless you pay $30. But if you're on PC, all you got to do is pay $16.49 and you can still have everything that you want. So now the idiots that are foolish enough to pay for an Xbox are being fucked over even more than they already were because nobody's playing the console like that. You can't make this shit up. Even worse, I saw this from Pirate Nation. They have a boot up screen showing you to buy Xbox Game Pass a day after they increased the price.
What do you think about the idea that they actually doing this on purpose to force people to either buy games or like, because I can't like, most people ain't gonna pay for this shit. So some people are saying they're doing this on purpose to like kind of make people go back to just buying games outright now. Because I can only imagine,
I don't think that's gonna work. I
Well,
think we live in a different age where people are willing to just not buy it.
Well, but I'm saying like if you want to play it, if you made the decision that you're going to play it, you either play it on Game Pass or you buy it outright. And some people are suggesting that because Game Pass is not as viable as they thought it was, they're trying to make it so unviable that people like rush to cancel the shit and they can go back to just selling games the traditional way. Because if Xbox is your platform, and you don't have a PS5, you don't have a PC, right? And you just saw that Ultimate went up to $30, you're like, well, I might as well just buy the game outright.
I don't think that's their game plan because they're going all in on Game Pass. Like, because
that doesn't mean that you don't still sell games. I'm thinking about it like this. You're about to release Fable, hopefully, if the shit don't get canceled, right? You're about to release Fable, okay? And Fable has been delayed, and it's had all this opportunity. They've had all these years of opportunity to see what happens with Game Pass, right? And you're on the inside. You're a studio that's been bought by Microsoft. You had no say in it because Activision sold you off, or Bethesda, whatever the case may be. Fable's about to come out, and you're seeing that all of these games, the money from Game Pass ain't justifying it. You're complaining to Microsoft like, listen, like you're doing all this with Game Pass. We're not seeing the sales from our game because everybody rather play it on Game Pass, and Game Pass isn't as profitable as you made it seem. So now you increase the price of Game Pass to the point where people are canceling. And now if you want to play Fable, instead of subscribing to Game Pass, you just outright buy it. That's going to increase the sales. If people have made the decision that Fable looks so good that I want to play it, you're going to buy it, whether you buy it on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, as opposed to subscribing to Game Pass. Because I've thought about,
I said I hear that, but I just don't think that's their game plan. Seeing the route that they've been going with the push on Game Pass, I feel like the individual game sales or console sales isn't their concern. Their concern is the sales on Game Pass and the profit that makes.
I disagree with that because if Game Pass was so profitable, Why increase the price now to the point where you know it's going to be insane backlash? Now, if we were talking about a gradual $2-3 increase over a few years, okay, cool. These niggas just went from $20 to $30.
Well, but I mean, you're trying to make sense of people that don't make sense. Again, they did try to charge $80 for the Outer Worlds too, right?
But that doesn't mean that they're not going to. That doesn't mean that they're not going to increase to $80. This is the same.
But they also did just increase the price of their consoles as well that are already selling, right?
But that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, I get what you're saying. Like, you think the people are stupid, and that's fine. I don't think they're as stupid as we want to believe that they are. I think there's a strategy behind it. I believe like you were saying earlier, they won't be making consoles anymore. They claim they are. I have doubts. I think they just want to go to selling software, and that's either going to be through Game Pass or selling the software itself. And if you bought all these studios, right? You bought all these studios, and the message that you wanted to send was that we have this service that you have to be a part of because you're going to get all of these free games. Well, here we are. Game Pass started when, y'all? 2017, 2018, something like that.
No, it was like 2020, wasn't it?
2020 or something like that. Here we are 5 years later, nigga, what games? So you've had to shell out all of this money for these third-party games, right? Because you can't deliver your own games. Redfall was some ass. What was that game? That fucking game that had old boys. I forgot the name of the shit. The point is, the games have been ass. And then you got the studios that you've bought complaining about the fact that we don't even know what our numbers are because you won't tell us. We can only go off of what are the Game Pass numbers? Our sales are taking a hit, and we don't know how much we're worth on Game Pass because we got to go off of time played or how many people downloaded our game. We're complaining. Okay, so cool. Game Pass isn't as profitable as we thought it was going to be. Our studios are complaining because their sales are taking a hit, and we're not being transparent about how much their game is contributing to the Game Pass platform. Let's incentivize people to start buying games again instead of waiting on Game Pass by making Game Pass so expensive that you're either going to pocket us by playing Game Pass, by buying Game Pass for $30 a month, or you're going to buy the game outright on our platform. Either way, we winning. You're either going to buy Fable or you're going to subscribe to Game Pass. Which one is going to be?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I don't see him being that smart. I just don't see that. I mean, that does make sense when you say it, but again, I just don't see them being that smart given how they've handled this generation and the previous generation. And
I think this is like a soft rollback of Game Pass. Like, we made it too much of a good deal. Now we got 25 million people subscribed to Game Pass, but it's not as profitable as we thought it was going to be. So let's increase the price, since it's not. Oh, and the 25 million that you had, it's either 25 to 30 million, somewhere in between that, and it's not growing. We thought we was going to grow to 50, 75, 100 million subscribers. You were wrong. So now we're making y'all pay. We're going to increase it to $30. So these 25 million subscribers are going to pay for us not growing. And then if they don't want to pay for that, okay, cool, then just buy the game outright. Either way, now we're going to increase the sales of our games. But if people still don't want to buy the games, okay, well, subscribe to Game Pass, and then we can justify it now because the price is so high.
Yeah,
Jay Garcia says, no, those games will eventually be on PlayStation and Steam. It doesn't matter because they're owned by Microsoft. So they're gonna get paid. Okay, sure, Steam may take a little 30% cut. PlayStation may take a little 30% cut, but that's better than somebody on your platform on Game Pass playing it for $15 a month. And then the studio, they don't know how much they're contributing to the Game Pass system. They're getting no transparency. Think about it. You make a really good game. You're owned by Microsoft. You make a really good game. And because you're owned by Microsoft, it has to go on Game Pass. Well, you're looking at your sales and your sales are okay, but you have no idea how well it's performing on Game Pass. Microsoft is telling you something, but you think they're going to tell you that, yeah, your game is blowing it out of the water on Game Pass, so they have to shell you out more money? No. Somebody said Xbox Game Pass is a scam for the studios. And like, think about it. A lot of studios aren't rushing to put their games on Game Pass anyway. The only people that's putting their games on Game Pass are ones that are a little bit insecure about whether or not how good their game is going to do. You think Expedition, you think if they knew they was going to sell 4 million copies, that they would have put their game on Game Pass? Absolutely the fuck not. That 4 million copies could have been 5-6 million. Because they're not good. Microsoft has no incentive to be transparent. If Disney doesn't have any incentive to be transparent about how well your movie is doing on Disney Plus, and for the actors or the directors or anything, Microsoft damn sure don't have to be transparent about how well your game is doing on Game Pass. So that's bonuses, that's raises, that's studio upgrades and stuff that you're not getting because Microsoft isn't being transparent about how big your game. If 50% of the people that was on Game Pass was playing it because, I don't know, Gears of War. What if 50% of Game Pass subscribers right now are playing Gears of War the most? If you're fucking, what's the name of that studio that make Gears of War? I forgot. Coalition. You don't know that. You're carrying Game Pass on your back, but you don't know that because Microsoft is not telling you. Because if you knew that, you would come and be like, well, nigga, we need raises around this bitch.
Yeah. I mean, I listen, I 100% hear you. I just don't think they're that smart. I don't think that's their game plan. I really think that they are trying to go all in on Game Pass, and they just made a bad decision here.
I think
the amount of people that canceled Game Pass yesterday was enormous.
But that's my point.
That wouldn't be a smart. But my thing is, that's not a smart business decision if you're going all in on Game Pass and
you're assuming they're going all in on Game Pass. I'm assuming that they've realized Game Pass isn't as profitable as they thought it was going to be, so they're forcing you to go back to buying games outright or pay a high premium price for Game Pass. That's what I'm saying. Just like you said, they're going to increase it again. If they truly thought they were making a mistake, they would roll back the price. They would say, "Hey, we made a mistake," like they did with the Outer Worlds 2. But I agree with you. They're going to increase it again. Of course they are, because they want you to not saying that they want you to unsubscribe from Game Pass. They either want you to pay a high premium price for having access to all this shit, or they want you to go back to buying the games outright.
I don't agree. That's the point. I don't agree with that last part. I don't think they care about that. I truly think they care about Game Pass. I truly think that's where their minds are at, for real. I think that's all they want to do. And you know what? Even if you're right, it doesn't even matter because you still got niggas like this. I'm never unsubscribing from Game Pass. $30 a month is nothing. This is the same type of dude that probably bend over.
Somebody make me a version of that, but make the dildo an Xbox console.
Please. Dude, I swear, man, these niggas have no self-respect for themselves. They would do whatever Big Daddy Corporation tells them to do. That's where me and Real Life Fake Wizard align heavily. Fuck these corporations. Because they don't care about you. They only care about their bottom line. So cancel your Game Pass. Cancel your Disney Plus. Cancel your Netflix. Cancel everything. Do it. Fuck these people. But this dude would probably pay for Game Pass just to have Microsoft fuck him in the ass. That's probably what he would do. Fucking bootlickers, dude. Can't stand it. But yeah, I don't see Xbox doing good moving forward. I think they're kind of cooked now. They kind of fucked themselves over. And I think this has done more harm than good in the long run. I think it has. So. But yeah, man. What a stream. He'd pay a subscription for a heated steering wheel in his car. He would. He would. Hey, $30 ain't that much to have my seats warm. You know, ain't enough. But yeah, man, we gotta start wrapping this thing up. We've been live way longer than we should have been, bro. It's been a good little stream. Good little stream. Saying that because the alcohol is starting to get to me. But yeah, man, let's hit some of these super chats.
Yeah.
Nagaris, member for 3 months. No one is thinking maybe Game Pass price hike is preemptive strike because Game Pass coming to PlayStation and Nintendo soon.
Could be.
I seriously believe like within the next year it's gonna be on PlayStation. And I also agree with Girthy Banana. Within a year, Ultimate will be $50. I do agree with that. I think that's gonna happen. They just charged that shit to 30, and it used to be 10. It used to be 10, then it used to be 15. Now it's 30. They're definitely going up. He came in with another 2 saying, Cap, you niggas don't go to weddings. Where the fuck did that come from? And then Girthy Banana came in with another 2 saying, I mean, we pay you monkeys to be in Discord. Let's go ahead and time him out for the rest of the stream. Let's time him out for the rest of the stream. Let him sit there and think about what he's done, bro.
Right.
Yeah, we getting ready to wrap this thing up, but not before. Hey, y'all already know what it is. It's Friday. Y'all know how we get down. We got to say what's up to our niggas. The fat niggas. We got to say what's up to them. They on another adventure. Let's see what the fat niggas getting into, man. Hold on.
These fat niggas just summited Mount Everest. Now they on the peak, flexing from the very top of the world. The fat niggas pulled up in full monkey. Gold chains on top of goose down. Oxygen tanks, powered by FN Tech. Part Henny, part helium. Every breath got us lightheaded and lit. Our Sherpas, they weren't carrying backpacks. They were carrying snow bunnies. Wrapped in mink, sipping cocoa like it's first class. Whole caravan of blonde luxury getting piggybacked up the Kumbu Icefall. We blessed them boys right back with fat nigga reparations, stock options, designer boots, even a snow bunny or 2. Balance restored. Finally, we reached base camp. Freeze-dried beans? Nah, we popped out the Wagyu hot pot and a full bar car to mow it. Next morning, we started for the summit. Halfway up the slope, we met a local. A Yeti, big as a Tahoe, fur glistening in the moonlight. He stepped out the mist, beat his chest, but then he smiled. Oh, that's Squatch's cousin. We good. And he dapped us up, respect heavy. By the time we hit the summit, skinny climbers had collapsed, oxygen gone. We were still standing, popping champagne. And when we planted our flag, it wasn't for a country. It was a snow bunny thong flying proud at 29,000 feet. The highest peak conquered by the heaviest hitters. Mount Everest? Nah, nigga. This Mount Indulgence. Sherpas still talk about it. The day Everest got sat on. Hey, yo, shut the fuck up. It's fat nigga season.
Hey, shout out to the fat niggas, man. Hey, they conquered. They conquered.
Man, this is insane.
Hey, those are the best, dog. Those are the fucking best, bro. Oh, man. Holy crap, bro. Shout out to the fat niggas, man. Oh, shit.
Hey, we got to hit the gym and we got to hurry up and get rich, man. Get us some of these so we can raise our own flag of snow bunny thongs. Yeah, anyway, man, I ain't got nothing to plug, man. I'm just ready to get up out of here, man.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to plug neither. Besides the Ironheart video that's going to be coming. And, yeah. Check us out on Sunday. We're going to have a gaming stream. We don't know what we're playing yet, but pull up. The gaming streams have been great. They've been funny as fuck. So don't miss them. You know what I mean? We're going to have Sevi there. Probably Lumi if she decides to show up. So, yeah, speaking of Sevi, we're about to raid right into Sevi's stream. So stick around for the raid. Say what's up to our girl, Miss Horchata Cannons herself. And, yeah, man. Shit. I ain't got nothing to plug, bro. I'm ready to munch on this food for real. So we gonna get the fuck up out of here.
All right, let's go. Catch y'all later, man.
Hey, y'all be easy. Appreciate all the likes, all the shares, all the super chats, all the members.
Hey,
easy, man.
I know we didn't have.
I shake this thing like Godzilla. My booty like Godzilla, Godzilla. On my booty like Godzilla, Godzilla. I shake this thing like Godzilla, Godzilla. On them kaiju, twerk, baby, twerk. Harlem kaiju, work it, girl, work.
Alright, B, we got that scrap on you. What up, y'all?
Alright, I'ma fuck with you.
Alright.